Hello, I think we should be live now. Let me double check. We are almost ready to load the first match of the evening. Sorry, not the evening, but the afternoon. This is another doubleheader this weekend as we're going to get rounds 14 and 15 done today. So, the first match we're going to have is going to be no custody at Edmonton. Before we talk about those actual matches though, the trade deadline has come and passed. We saw 3 trades happening between the end of the previous round and the start of this round. So, we'll get into that, but we'll talk about that in just a second. J Gibbs is Lucas, going to be the last Amiibo deal for Edmonton as we have no roster order changes between these two teams. So here he comes. Alright, I'm going to ping the Discord real quick as well so they can join while we talk about the trades made at the trade deadline. So, we had 3 trades made at the trade deadline. The first was a trade between Your Worst Nightmare and the Chaos Corp, as it was basically a reversal of the trade that happened earlier in the season. So White Light, NetEasy's Meat Brawler going back to the Chaos Corp, and Nightmare's Mewtwo Nightmare going back to Your Worst Nightmare. That is the first of the 3 trades to happen. Your Worst Nightmare would do a second trade, however. The second trade would send NetEasy's Hero Pump Patch and Amalgamate's Meta Knight Spooky to the Time Zone Squad. In exchange from the Time Zone Squad is sending over Amalgamate's Hero Slime God, as well as Nightmare's Steve Zerby. So a 2 Amiibo for 2 Amiibo trade, as starters, potential starters, they're all getting traded around. However, the Time Zone Squad, they would make 1 more trade as well. The Hound is returning to the 456 Squadron as the Time Zone sent her to MLO's team in exchange for 1 EM's Meat Brawler Nokotan. It's a 1 Amiibo for 1 Amiibo trade, and with all that said and done, that is the Season 3 trade deadline. We are pinging the people right now, so live now, Season Round 14 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. There we go, should be pinging right now. So those were the 3 big trades. We are going to see a bunch of that player movement being reflected in all that, as the Time Zone Squad, they have been making these trades because they are currently suffering a late season collapse. Started off 5-2 in their first 7 games, but ever since, they are now 6-6. That is 1-5 in their last 6 games. Alright, speaking of like standings and all that, let's actually talk about the round 14 standings. So, we do have an elimination scenario in this round. Team Instinct, the 456 Squadron, Detroit, and the Chaos Corp can be eliminated in this round. But what needs to happen is an absolute long shot of a scenario for them to be eliminated in this round. So, this is individual for each team, but if each team loses their respective game, and we see wins from No Custody, Toronto, Dynamic Divorce, the Ditto Burritos, Your Worst Nightmare, and the Ceiling Fan. So if all 6, 7, and 5 teams win their respective games, plus a loss from the Chaos Corp, Detroit, 456, or Team Instinct, those last 4 teams we mentioned would be eliminated. Ottawa, they are going to be on bye this round, so Ottawa cannot be eliminated quite yet, even though they will fall under those same circumstances when they come back in the next round. The 4 out of the 5 expansion teams in Season 3 will be having their byes in these next 4 rounds. So we're going to see byes from Ottawa this round, the 8-Bit Bots this evening, Tuesday's live stream of round 16, that's going to be Team Instinct on bye, and the final round, round 17, the Chaos Corp. So let's see. I think that's it for, in terms of oh wait, no, we haven't done the standings yet. So, the 8 teams currently in the playoffs right now, in order of 8-1, are the Ceiling Fans, Dynamic Divorce, No Custody, Toronto, Your Worst Nightmare, the Ditto Burritos, the Swarm, and the Novas. The Novas took over the #1 seed while they were on their bye. They're going to be coming back. They face off against, I believe, the Chaos Corp. So let's see. As for your actual round schedule, we will get started here with No Custody versus Edmonton. Then we're going to have Toronto at Red plus Blue, Time Zone Squad at Detroit. As the Time Zone Squad, they are trying to get out of their 6-game 1-5 slump. We have the Starbreakers at Dynamic Divorce. The Starbreakers on an opposite version of the Time Zone Squad right now, 5-1 in their last 6 games. Then we'll have the Chaos Corp at the Novas. As the Chaos Corp, they are trying to avoid elimination. Detroit's also trying to avoid elimination with that wild scenario. the Ditto Burritos face the 456 Squadron, as the 456 Squadron also trying to avoid elimination in this round. The 8-bit bots, 6 and 7, 0 differential, they go to the ceiling fans, as the 8-bit bots could possibly be one of those teams that sneaks into a playoff spot right now. They are listed as the 14th seed, 6 and 7 record. They have 3 games remaining to their season, as the best they can go right now is 9 and 7, but a high differential could possibly help them in. Then, Very Dog's team at your worst nightmare, so 6 and 6 versus 7 and 5, and to close out the night, Team Instinct against the Swarm. So, in the previous round, we saw Team Instinct. They lost their 7th game in a row to become the first team to clinch a losing season. We have the opportunity for 2 teams to clinch a winning season in this round. The Novas and the Swarm each have opportunities to get their 9th win of the regular season. We also see the opportunity for Detroit, the Chaos Corp, the 456 Squadron, and I believe, just those 3 teams. So Detroit, Chaos Corp, 456 Squadron, they have the opportunity to clinch losing seasons in this round. The 456, they made a trade to bring back one of their Season 2 starters, so we'll see how that works for them as they host the Ditto Burritos. But with all that said, all that done, let's get started with this match right here. No Custody against Edmonton. So, no changes to your roster orders right now, as it's going to be Snaketails, Glue Stink, Star Slot, Fipsh, and Bajista going up against Crouch, Doofinator, Ascent, AI Sonic, and Betterness. One thing about this schedule is none of the current playoff teams face off against each other, so we have a bunch of space for things to either get further away or things to start getting closer and more chaotic, as there's only 4 rounds remaining to the regular season. Snaketails, Crouch, they're going to be your leadoffs. We'll talk about them more in a sec. So, Snaketails is currently 5 and 4 as a leadoff with 8 KOs as such. Crouch 7 and 5 with 10 KOs in the leadoff. So we'll see what happens between these two, as Snaketails, Crouch, they will be your leadoffs between No Custody and Edmonton. A bunch of these 6 and 6 teams are facing off against playoff teams in this round, but that side B, that's going to be the first bit of damage from Snaketails onto Crouch. That down smash, we're going to see the side B again, so Crouch already at 47%. It's going to be the down air from the King Deity, going to be the neutral air, 10 to 47 right now. We see the down smash, making this 26 to 47. That's going to be a missed Gordo right there, as we have the down tilt from the Deity, followed by, nope, that's going to be forward air, followed by side special from the Pyra. 39 to 76 between these 2 Amiibo right now. It's going to be the neutral special, that's not going to do much. It's 54 to 76, as that's an up tilt from the DD, followed by, do we see, down smash from the Pyra. Crouch is off stage right now. She will get hit by that side special. It's going to be 68 to 102 right now, as Crouch will not make it back. So Snaketails is starting to revert back to Season 2 leadoff form. She is now 6 and 4 as a leadoff with 9 KOs. Can she get her 10th here? Her opponent right now is going to be Doofinator of Edmonton. We're going to see 106 to 18 right now. We see the up smash putting Doofinator at 32. It's 123 to 32 as Pyra comes back out for Snaketails. That's going to be 53 of Doofinator now, 133 to 53. And we see a swap to Mithra, then back to Pyra. It's 154 to 53 still, as we see that's going to be a 4th throw. That will get rid of Snaketails. So Snaketails, 9 KOs this season, as Net Easy's Gandalf Blue Stink up smash the big damage onto Doofinator. We're going to see the down special, Doofinator at 102, as this Gandalf side B is going to land, and the forward tilt will not. So we're going to see a forward smash get parried. Out of that parry, that's a forward tilt, and Glue Stink gets a KO. So now Ascent coming out for Edmonton right here. It's going to be the down tilt from the Gandalf. Dash check misses, so up smash from Ascent into side B. Glue Stink already at 50. That's another side B, putting him at 69. We're going to see Gandalf. That's a 3rd side special. Is this Gandalf going to be able to come back? He will not. So Ascent able to close that gap, as Star Slot is coming out for No Custody right now. We see that forward smash putting Ascent at 39. We're going to see the side B. It's a weak side B though. The first weak side B, that's 2 weak side Bs from this buy left now. It's 19 to 57 as Ascent off stage after the dash attack will come back on safely. It's going to be forward smash missing for the Zelda, so a huge down smash right there at Star Slot at 48. Side B, that's going to be another weak side B from this buy list. Still able to at least land a hit onto here. We see a forward throw. That's going to send Ascent off stage, and both Amiibo will come back on. It's going to be a forward air. That's a weak forward air, so it doesn't do much from the Zelda. That's another missed strong forward air. Up smash out of parry from the buy left. 76 to 110 as we see up smash. That will get rid of Ascent. Star Slot has a KO. So now AI Sonic for Edmonton. We're going to see the forward smash from the Zelda, followed by, we see, nope, no forward air. 91 to 19 right now, but that grenade will not hit Zelda, actually. It's 100 to 19 right now, as we're going to see a back throw that sends Star Slot off stage. The Banjo, we will just wait for her to come back on. Forward tilt, and Star Slot still off stage. She will come back on. We see forward smash. It's down to 2 Amiibo each, as now we're going to have Fipsh and Bajista against AI Sonic and Betterness. It's going to be 7 to 19 right now, so we see the boomerang, the arrow, followed by a second arrow. AI Sonic at 39 right now. We see the up smash. That's going to put AI Sonic at 64. So it's 7 to 64 right now between these. It's 7 to 73 and 94. Fipsh starting to break away for no custody. It's going to be AI Sonic at 111%. We're going to see a back throw. Nope, it's up throw actually from the Link. It's going to be 122 to 123, but AI Sonic got a little bit of damage onto this Banjo, but I think he's going to be... No, he'll be able to come back on. He needs to use a feather, though. It's 37 to 147 right now between this Link, this Banjo. We're going to see that boomerang that's going to hit. AI Sonic will barely come back onto the stage now, as now we're going to see a forward throw again. Nope, up throw. AI Sonic is still alive at 179, as we're going to see there are 4 feathers remaining from this Banjo. Do we possibly see? No! Fipsh with that KO as Betterness is going to have a 1 versus 2 scenario for Edmonton. It's going to be 63 to Fipsh's out right now. We're going to see the side special into boomerang, into third boomerang. We're going to see the 68 to 20 right now. 80 to 20, as we're going to see Lucas missed that up air. We see a down smash missing from the Lucas, as we see up smash putting Betterness already at 49%. Forward smash misses, down smash misses, 80 to 59 still. We're going to see the Lucas neutral air on the way back down. That's going to avoid an up smash, as we see Link off stage, and that PK Thunder will not catch him. 103 to 64 between these 2 Amiibo, as we're going to see the jab, jab, jab. That's going to send Betterness off stage, and forward air. Fipsh will have 2 KOs for this game as no custody. They're going to win this 5 to 3. They are going to advance to an 8-5 record. Alright, so a 5-3 victory for no custody over Edmonton. Edmonton is going to fall down to a 6-7 record, but they're going to be at a 0 differential. It was some beautiful back and forth action, but Fipsh wanted to do a little bit more, gets those 2 KOs as no custody gets this victory. Alright. So no custody, I believe that's going to put them at 7-5 with a +5 differential. Differential has been meaning everything for these teams, because the difference in differential between number 3 and number 8 is only 4. In fact, if we look at things, the Swarm, they're at a +6 differential, so if they lose a few games, they could possibly lose some seeding too. The Novas are kind of a breakaway. They have a 5 difference between the number 1 and number 2 seed, as they're the number 1 seed. We'll talk more about those standings, of course, towards the end of the stream, but game number 2. We're going to have Toronto at Red plus Blue. Another 7-5 versus 6-16. So let's bring those Amiibo in real quick. Toronto, their leadoff is going to be Amalgamates Lucina Liness Alpha. So let's find her real quick. Liness, here she is. So this Lucina is currently 5-7 as a leadoff, but she does have 7 KOs as such. We're going to see coming up next, it's going to be Crunchy's Robin Econart. He's been doing solid as a starter ever since replacing Duke Fizzle's Mii Brawler Amiibo. So let's find Econart real quick. Where is Robin? Here he is. Alright, he is loading. Alright. Then, slot number 3, it's going to be the reigning MVP, Joe's Pyramithra Silly. She currently has 19 KOs this season. She can become the 3rd member of the 20 KO club if she gets a KO in this game. That number 4 slot, the Season 1 MVP, Nezuko, Rep Jam's Zelda Amiibo. So let's bring her in real quick. She was acquired in a trade from the Time Zone Squad this offseason, as Toronto, they sent 2 Amiibo and a first round pick. That first round pick ended up being Nightmare's King Deity Pancakes, by the way. Crunchy's Piranha Plant is going to close out this team. Kaivine as the number 5 slot, so let's bring him in real quick. He is loading. And that's going to be your starting 5 for Toronto. As for their opponents, Red plus Blue, Mario Dudes Olimar is starting to emerge as possibly one of the better leadoffs for this team. 3-1 right now with a 5 KOs as the leadoff. So 2 of those 3 wins have been 2 KO performances. This Olimar will be officially documented once this round ends, so let's bring in Fred real quick. He is loading. In slot number 2, we are going to see Panger's Meta Knight Lore. So let's bring Lore real quick. W Lore. Alright. Here comes the Meta Knight. The third slot for red plus blue. This is the same roster order as the previous round, by the way, but Ditto's Byleth Lego Batman gonna be in there, so let's bring her in. Alright, she is loading. There she is. The fourth amiibo on this team is going to be Dupe Fizzle's Pokemon Trainer Dumas. So let's bring Dumas in real quick. Where is he? There he is. And finally, the number 5 amiibo for this red plus blue roster, it's going to be Cicada's Ganondorf Hassan. Alright, here comes the Ganondorf, and this is going to be game number 2 of the 14th round as we have Toronto at red plus blue. This is going to be the last time that the North Division plays these independent teams, by the way. Ottawa, that's why they're on bye. In these last 4 rounds, if you are in a division, you're going to play your division rivals one more time, and then you're going to play whichever of the independent teams you have not played. If you've played all 3 indies already, then you're just going to be on bye. Alright, I'm going to sneeze real quick. Alright, with that said and done, Toronto versus red plus blue, a 7-5 team versus a 6-6 team. Linnes, Alpha, and Fred are going to be your leadoff right now. The Lucina, 5-7 with 7 KOs as a leadoff. The Olimar, 3-1 with 5 KOs, as after this game, he will be officially documented as a leadoff. It's going to be the Olimar getting first damage. No, it's the Lucina getting first damage because Pikmin didn't get enough damage on time. It's going to be 13-17 right now. We're going to see... Nope, that's a 4-tilt missing. That's a 4-tilt landing as there's a blue and a white Pikmin on that Lucina dealing 57%. And we see Fred. He was going to go off stage, but just decides to stay on instead at that ledge. It's 57 each right now, 57-70 as Linnes starting to rack some damage back up. There is a red, a yellow, and a purple Pikmin for Fred, by the way, as it's 67-77, and Lucina will come back onto the stage. We see down smash, and Linnes will get that leadoff win as Fred will officially be marked as 3-2. So now Panger's Meta Knight lore is going to be coming on for red plus blue. We're going to see that side special. Linnes going to be placed at 89% right now. By the way, this Lucina now going to be 6-7 with 8 KOs as the leadoff. So it's going to be 104-29 right now as Lucina. Maybe she can get another 2 KO leadoff win. She's had multiple of those so far this season. That side special is going to put Linnes off stage at 127. And Meta Knight, that's it for Linnes' Knight. So she will be KO'd right there. Lure gets the KO as we're going to see Econarts, Crunchies, Robin. We're going to see, I think the 11 Sword's about to be activated soon. We're going to see Arcfire, that's going to get shielded to back throw. Lure at 56% as we see 11 Sword is now available for Econart. So we're going to see the missed side B from the Meta Knight, but no punishment from this Robin. It's going to be 30-56, and now that's a good punishment right there. A forward smash to send Lure at 76%. 30-76 right now as this 11 Sword about to run out. About 1/4 meter remaining for him. It's going to be 42-91 right now as we see the Arcfire that's going to miss. So up smash from the Meta Knight followed by side special. That's going to barely hit that the very last hit. 62-91, that Arcfire will interrupt whatever the Meta Knight was trying to do. We're going to see 62-109 now as Robin gets hit by the neutral air. The 11 Sword is about to run out, so is the Arcfire Talon. In fact, the Arcfire Talon is out right now, so Robin cannot use Arcfire right now. The 11 Sword is just about to run out as well as the Meta Knight. He will get that neutral air. That is 2 KOs from Panger's Meta Knight lore. So here comes the reigning MVP, Silly, trying to get her 20th KO of the season, but Silly got to take 23. Lore will survive that down air, so he's able to come back towards the stage, and we're going to see side special that will not KO quite yet. 23-151 as Silly tried to become the 3rd member of the 20 KO club this season. It's going to be 36-151 as we see Silly off stage. Mythra will come back onto the stage for this Pyra Mythra. It's going to be a side B now. Mythra will be off stage as a Meta Knight. He will try to chase the Mythra, but won't do anything. Side B, that's going to hit the Pyra, and Pyra at a weird angle. It's going to be up special. Both of them trying to come back onto the stage. After all things is said and done, 65-185 with the side B. That is KO number 20 for Silly of the season. An immediate revenge KO from Lego Batman. So Joe's Pyra Mythra Silly is going to have 20 KOs this regular season with 3 games left to go, as she is trying to not only beat her personal best record, which was an MVP season, but also maybe contend in that MVP race. The Season 1 MVP Nezuko is already at 70% right now against Lego Batman's. We see the back air. Nezuko at 81 versus Lego Batman's 21, as this is starting to become a desperate situation now. It's going to be forward tilt as Nezuko at 120 right now. What do we see? We're going to see up special missing, side B misses, forward smash, going to put Lego Batman at 42, followed by another forward smash, putting Lego Batman at 61, and Nezuko starting to close this gap a little because this is a 3 versus 2 scenario, but jab, jab, jab. Nezuko off stage right now. She should be able to come back on, and we're going to see her just get hit. Well, forward throw, actually. She's able to land that forward throw. It's 131 to 75 as Nezuko comes back onto the stage as well, but we see a missed up special. That's a forward smash. Nezuko will get that KO right there. It's 2 versus 2 as Dumas now out the Ivysaur, but that back throw will get rid of Nezuko as now it's going to be a 1 versus 2 scenario for Crunchy's Piranha Plant Kai Vines. The Ivysaur got that back throw KO against Nezuko as we're going to see 39 to 0 right now. We see the Poison Cloud dealing only like a little bit of damage onto Dumas, but up smash, up air, making Dumas at 50. This is still the Ivysaur, by the way, as a miss up smash is going to put Dumas at 89%. It's going to be 73 to 89 right now. So that's going to be an up smash, and Dumas, as the Ivysaur, will get 2 KOs for red plus blue. They're going to win this 5 to 3. So, Toronto is going to fall down to 7 and 6, which helps Edmonton a little because Edmonton also lost their game. Red plus blue is also going to go up to a 7 and 6 record. Toronto, their differential is going to be +2 after this. Red plus blue is going to be at +1. Alright, let's get that screenshot real quick, and let's head to your first intermission of the day. We saw 2 KOs from Lore, 2 KOs from Dumas as the Ivysaur, including the game winner. Lindes, Silly, Nezuko, they get KOs as Silly. It is the 3rd Amiibo to have 20 KOs this regular season. My voice is starting to feel a little bit off, so that's why I rushed straight to the intermission. We are going to see pool number 27 of this giant intermission. So let's take a look at who we have real quick. The top of your screen, we're going to see Carbon Show's Byleth. So a different Byleth this time from Carbon Show. All Sunday, we'll be going up against Luckman, Sephiroth, Sephora. This is a different Sephiroth from Sauron who we saw earlier in the tournament, as well as Ottawa's leadoff in this league. The bottom left corner, we're going to see Royal Darkness' Zelda against Joe's Mii Brawler Lockhart. So let's bring both of those in real quick. Here's Wise Woman, here's Lockhart. As for that bottom right corner, we are going to see White Cheese with a different amiibo this time. This time, it's going to be a Link. White Cheese's Link will be going up against Lee's Hero Alucard. So let's bring in Alucard real quick. That's going to be pool 27 of this giant intermission, as the last 2 pools of giant intermission are going to be run today, ladies and gentlemen. Starting on Tuesday's broadcast of round 16, we're going to be on the actual final bracket of giant intermission. Of course, there's some math we have to do regarding the wildcard system, all that. We'll see how funky that kind of goes, all that, but your giant intermission is going to get started right now. When we come back from the giant intermission, we're going to have the Time Zone Squad at Detroit, followed by the Starbreakers at Dynamic Divorce.
chance to grow.
Alright, so to begin this giant intermission pool, we say 2-3 sweeps in all these pools. So let's see, we have, that's going to be Carbon Show's Violet, a 2-0 sweep over Luckman Sephiroth. We see Joe's Mii Brawler with a 2-0 sweep, and we also see White Cheese's Link with a 2-0 sweep. So let's mark those sweeps real quick as sweeps, as bracket. Please load, thank you. Alright, with those sweeps mentioned and documented real quick, that was round 1 of Pool 27 of the Giant Intermission. But let's head back to your Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Hello, welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be the third game of round number 14 as we have the Time Zone Squad at Detroit. So, the Time Zone Squad has been 1-5 in their last 6 games. I believe. Yeah, 1-5 in their last 6 games. Wait, that doesn't sound right. 5-1, 5-2. No, I think they were 5-2, but they've been 1-4 in their last 5 games. Yeah, my apologies. 1-4 in their last 5 games. As the Time Zone Squad, they need to find some sort of way to rebound. They have made multiple trades in the last round, however. Nokotan is coming to this team. The Hound got sent to the 456 Squadron, and Nokotan, who's been on the 456 Squadron of all of last season and this season, will finally make her first appearance since the first season of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Then, NetEasy's Hero Pump Patch. This is going to be his 4th different team since last season. So last season he spent it with no custody, got taken by Chaos Corp in the expansion draft, traded to Your Worst Nightmare after the 2nd round, and Your Worst Nightmare has now traded this hero to the Time Zone Squad. Since that hero is here, that does mean Slime God did get traded to Your Worst Nightmare as a part of that hero for hero trade. The Time Zone Squad also traded Zerby away to Your Worst Nightmare and got in exchange Amalgamate Meta Knight Spooky. We will not see Spooky playing today as the Time Zone Squad's order. It's going to be the Reaper, Nokotan, Pancakes, Trident, and Pump Patch, as Trident is now the last remaining member of the original 14-2 team. Pancakes, however, he is trying to contend in that MVP race. He currently leads with 21 KOs right now. He is 2 KOs away from tying the record and 3 from breaking the record. And personally, I want the 25 club to be established this season, so maybe Pancakes, he could be the first to make it. Who knows, who knows. Vin Diesel, we're going to see Vin Diesel later on, the final match of the night. Joe's Pyramithra just joined the 20 KO club to become the 3rd member of such. And maybe in a few matches from now, we see Nachos maybe making it with 2 KOs. Who knows, who knows. As for Detroit, they are trying to avoid becoming the 2nd team to clinch a losing season, as we have coming at you Yuri, Dandori, Herobrine, and 941. So, because of a loss from Toronto, Detroit, the Chaos Corp, Team Instinct, and the... Wait, no. Yeah, Detroit, Team Instinct, the Chaos Corp, and 456 Squadron, they cannot be eliminated in this round because of that loss from Toronto against Red plus Blue. So that long shot absurd scenario cannot exactly happen, but still, losses here might get you eliminated in the next round. Let's begin as the Time Zone Squad against Detroit. Both these leadoffs, they have a combined total of 6 leadoffs total. The Reaper, this is only going to be his 3rd, while coming at you, this is going to become his 5th. The Reaper is 1-1 with 1 KO as a leadoff since being traded from the Ceiling Fans. J9K's King Dedede coming at you is 2-2 with 2 KOs in the leadoff since being elevated to this position. As this is a home game for Detroit, we're going to see 35-7 right now. We're going to see 49-7 as we're going to see that neutral air. The Reaper, Charizard is going to come in for the Reaper now, so let's see. Up tilt, we see the Charizard as we see the neutral air. We're going to see an up throw though into up air, and Charizard should be able to survive that, but already at 106% as Squirtle comes in manually. That's an up tilt and coming at you. That is going to be 3-2 with the leadoff, and now Nokotan, for the first time since the first season, will make her appearance in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. 1AM's Mii Brawler, who was traded from the 456 Squadron, is going to be 18-84 right now as we're going to see the Mii Brawler. That's going to be up smash getting parried. Coming at you at 100% right now as can Nokotan get her first KO since the first season? It's going to be back air. We're going to see the King Dedede. He goes high but gets that forward air on Nokotan as she's at 45. We see up smash getting parried. We're going to see neutral air followed by forward tilt missing from the King Dedede. Down tilt though, Nokotan off stage, and that Gordo, it's going to hit. She's going to be too far. So coming at ya has 2 KOs as the leadoff for Detroit, as now we have King Dedede versus King Dedede. This is going to be Nightmares King Dedede Pancakes trying to get his 22nd KO, and that will be KO number 22. Coming at ya is KO'd, so now we have Yuri coming out for Detroit. Pancakes is 1 KO away from tying the all-time record. It's going to be 33-24 as 1AM's Zelda Yuri out now for Detroit. It's going to be 54-33. We're going to see forward smash, putting Pancakes at 73. Another forward smash, followed by we're going to see forward tilt again. We see down throw into back air. Yuri is at 61. We see the forward smash, and that is going to be KO number 23. So Pancakes is now tied for the record with the most KOs in a single season, as now Dandori is going to come out for Detroit. It's going to be up throw into up air. We're going to see 76-37. If Pancakes can get this KO right here, he will break the record, and we will be observing a brand new territory in the regular season KO position. It's going to be 85-60 right now. Forward air going to send Dandori off stage, as Pancakes, it's going to be 98-75. Can Pancakes break the record right here against Detroit? It's going to be a up smash. That's going to land. Dandori is still alive for now, so we don't see history being made yet. It's going to be up tilt, and history has just been made. Pancakes has broken the record. That is KO number 24 from Nightmares King Dedede, as now that is the new record for most KOs in a single season. There are still 3 more games as this King Dedede still on the field. Herobrine is at 64% right now, so we see forward air. Herobrine at 70 right now. That Gordo is going to miss, as there is a realistic chance he could get 4 KOs in this game. Herobrine is at 87 right now, as Pancakes, we are going to see forward tilt. He is 1 KO away from reaching 25 KOs in the season. Forward tilt, Herobrine at 109, and this King Dedede, he is going to get the down tilt. It's going to miss. Jab, jab, jab. 135, 151 to 109 right now, as Pancakes, he has a realistic shot of getting what could be the 25th KO in the regular season. It's going to be a forward throw, though. Pancakes is off stage, still alive at 162. He's going to come back up, and we're going to see out of parry, down tilt, Herobrine at 120. That Gordo's going to miss, but we see a back throw. That's not going to be KO number 25 quite yet, but the forward air, it's going to miss. And down smash, Pancakes will only be at 24 KOs, but that is the new record, ladies and gentlemen. And now we have a 1 versus 2 scenario for Detroit, as 941 amalgamates Ganondorf, has to deal with Luckman's Ganondorf Trident, and there is still Pump Patch in the back for this team, as we see 56-18 right now. We're going to see Trident is going to be down special, as he already has 1 KO so far in this game thanks to getting rid of the Mii fighter. Back throw going to send Trident off stage, as 941 trying to go off stage because she knows that elimination is near. 941 is going to bring this down to the last Amiibo. So Pump Patch, NetEasy's hero, is going to be making his debut with the Time Zone Squad. It's going to be 6-44 right now, as this Ganondorf going to get hit by jab, jab, jab. It's going to be down smash from the hero, followed by Joycey forward air. No forward air yet. It's 14-71 right now between these two. As up smash, that puts Pump Patch at 40. Forward air makes it 60-71. Up smash gets parried. We see a fireball dash attack missing. Side B into down tilt, 93-83. Ganondorf's going to taunt, and Ganondorf gets hit by jab, jab, jab. 93-104 right now as Pump Patch. Can he save the day for the Time Zone Squad? Get them out of this slump. It's going to be out of parry. It's going to be up special. 108-113. We see the up tilt. We are going to see a forward air. 941 is off stage, and Pump Patch, he's going to chase this Ganondorf, but he won't get away with it quite yet. It's 108-137. Get up attack, putting Pump Patch. It's 108-148. We're going to see out of parry. It's going to be up smash that misses, and Pump Patch gets the down smash. The Time Zone Squad is going to win this 5-4 as the Time Zone Squad. They are going to advance to a 7-6 record. Nightmares King Dedede Pancakes has just broken the record for most KOs in a single season, with 24 and counting. 3 KOs from Nightmares King Dedede, 1 from Trident, 1 from Pump Patch. Herobrine, 941, they get KOs. J9K's King Dedede coming at ya is getting 2 KOs in this game, but we are going to ping everyone in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League server, as the record has been broken in this game right here, folks. Let's get that screenshot real quick. Let's announce it to the people real quick, as the record has now been broken at 24 KOs. There are still 3 games remaining for the Time Zone Squad, as they're trying to make a potential playoff push. They are trying to avoid this late season collapse, but Nightmares King Dedede Pancakes has broken the record for the most KOs in a single season. It was 23 set by Nezuko. It was 23 set by Silly, but now it is 24 by Nightmares King Dedede Pancakes. We are going to ping the Discord real quick. Alright. That is the ping right there. Everyone has been notified, as well as everyone in Season 3, as the record has been broken, folks. That King Dedede right there, 24 KOs. Can Pancakes establish the 25 KO club in the regular season? There are 3 games remaining for the Time Zone Squad. In fact, let's look at the remaining schedule for the Time Zone Squad. So, come with me for a second. The Time Zone Squad, they are going to host the 456 Squadron in the next game, but then they're going to have 2 tough matches in their final 2 games. They go to your worst nightmare, and to close out their season, they host the Dynamic Divorce. So we're going to see all of that. Alright. So let's see. The record has been broken. Of course, the MVP race is still being in the pace right now, but C-Sharp's Ganondorf Vin Diesel, only at 20 KOs right now. He's going to need to pull another performance kind of like this, as the King Dedede got out of that little slump he was having. He was only having 1 KO in game after game after game, as he has now started to speed up. We got that screenshot already. We're just going to double check the home screen just in case, because you want to make sure, because these screenshots can only be done once. Okay, we got that screenshot. Let's head to our next game of this session. The Starbreakers at Dynamic Divorce. We're going to see them right now, as let me actually ping White Cheese real quick. White Cheese is your Starbreakers ping. Starbreaker ping. There we go. 5 versus 5. Yes, welcome Nightmare. Your King Dedede just broke the record. I pinged everyone in the Discord as well, so that might bring a few people here. We are going to see now the Starbreakers at Dynamic Divorce. The Starbreakers have won 5 of their last 6 games. They started off 2-5. They are currently 6-6. They're trying to contend for one of those playoff slots. They have to go to the Dynamic Divorce, as Sir Yonder's Link, your mom, is going to be the leadoff for this team. So let's bring that in real quick. So here is your mom. I knew early on in this season that the record was going to get broken, especially with the trajectory Pancakes had. He had that slump these last few games, but he might be starting to get back hot, as the regular season only has 3-4 games remaining. Fairy Dog says Mario Lasagna is going to be in that second slot. The third Amiibo, it's going to be B-Fans Little Mac MacBook, as these low-tier Amiibo, they have been contributing massively for the Starbreakers in these games they have won. Even in the loss, all 3 Amiibo got at least 1 KO in that 5-3 loss they suffered a few rounds ago. We're going to find the Little Mac real quick. MacBook, he has not landed a KO punch yet, but maybe we finally see the first KO punch from MacBook. The 4th slot, it's going to be one of the new fan favorites, Zornch's Jigglypuff Furby. Let's bring him in real quick. Alright. Yeah, even in the slump, he was still getting like 1 KO each. Like, okay. I feel like Pancake started to lose his confidence a little after getting just absolutely thrown around by Diabells in that 4 KO performance that Diabells had. I feel like that's what kind of started to slow things down. Speaking of Panger, we're actually going to see Panger's King Dedede being loaded in right now. Diabells, that's of the Novas. We're going to see the Novas actually the next game after this. So intermission, next game. Alright, that's the Starbreakers roster. This is game number 7 of the White Cheese tenure, I believe. Let me think. 2-5, that would be 7. No, this is game number 6 under the White Cheese tenure. As for their opponent is going to be the Dynamic Divorce. So let's bring in Joe's Cloud Tifa, currently leading the team in KOs right now. This Cloud has 16 KOs in the season, 8 behind the current MVP leader. We're going to see this Cloud, by the way, is currently 2-0 as a leadoff with 3 KOs as such. Eon 2's Byleth going to be in the number 2 slot, so let's bring him in real quick. He is loading. Alright. The number 3 slot as Dynamic Divorce, as you already know, they are pretty dynamic with how they express their roster order, always changing almost every single round, as Luckman's Hero Mythos going to be in that number 3 slot. So let's find Mythos real quick. The Dynamic Divorce are currently 7-5, but they would like to get to 8-5 to catch up in the playoff seeding race, because top 4 seeds will get 2 home games in the first round of the playoffs, game 1, and if needed, game number 3. Bun Squeeze Piranha Plant going to be in slot number 4 for the Dynamic Divorce, as we are going to see TBD coming in. Let's load in real quick. And finally, the 5th slot for this Dynamic Divorce. It's the same 5 starters we've been seeing these last couple rounds, just in different orders. Joe's Zelda Aerith, who was on the thumbnail in the previous stream. She's going to be closing out this roster for the Dynamic Divorce. She, I believe, reached 10 KOs a few rounds ago. Let's actually see how many she has right now. Let's check. Loading. This Zelda is currently 2nd on the team with 12 KOs. She has had a KO in every game for the last 4 games. The only game where she hasn't had a KO was in round number 9, when she was 1 for 3 leadoffs. So, the Starbreakers at Dynamic Divorce. Let's get started with these teams real quick. Your mom versus Tifa, they're going to be your leadoffs. So let's press those buttons real quick. As mentioned, the Link is 3-2 as a leadoff, while the Cloud is currently 2-0. The Cloud would need to get 2 more leadoffs after this in order to get officially documented in the final leadoff stats. We're going to see it's a home game for the Dynamic Divorce, so we're going to be on Midgard Battlefield form. It's going to be 10-12 right now as we see neutral air, forward smash. It's going to put your mom at 43 as Cloud has 2/3, 3/4, almost full meter right now as we're going to see 43. That's full meter for the Cloud, only at 17%. Of the Clim Hazard, it's going to hit on the way up but not on the way down as Link got 2 down airs in 1. It's going to be 69-49 right now as we see the forward smash, and this Cloud will get KO'd. So that's his first leadoff loss of the season. Your mom is now going to be 4-2 as a leadoff. That's going to be his 4th KO as such. It's going to be 73-22 right now as we're going to see 88-22. The Byleth did not go for up air after the up special, a little bit weird. Now we see that up air is a little late. Link hit himself with his own bomb. 128-22 right now as we're going to see up tilt. Your mom's still alive at 140. That up tilt's going to still alive at 150. Can this Byleth land an up smash or some sort of killing move? It's going to be a back throw. I don't think that's going to get the job done as your mom's still alive at 164. It's going to be down smash missing because Link was invulnerable at the ledge. It's 162-42 as Failnaught. He's going to actually run into the up special, gets hit by the forward smash. Your mom puts Failnaught at 66 right now. It's going to be down throw, up air. Failnaught at 94 right now as this Link could possibly get 2 KOs as lead off. No! Star KO as your mom will be KO'd right here. Lasagna is going to come out right now. Very dogshit. Mario Amiibo forward smash will get rid of Failnaught. So it's going to be 4 versus 3 with the Starbreakers in the lead as this team, they are trying to make a late season playoff push. Luckman's Hero Mythos coming out for right now. This Mario has the ability to reflect these fireballs these Hero wants to throw. It's going to be out of parry, down smash missing. It's 51-16 right now. We're going to see the dash attack putting Lasagna at 76. He is still alive, comes back to the stage. We're going to see that is a roll. These Mario's starting to roll. You have the side special, Lasagna. You can use that side special to reflect your projectiles. It's going to be 92-45 right now, but up air, up air, up air. That's 3 up airs putting Mythos at 74 right now as Mario starting to get some of those ladders real quick. It's going to be down air, followed by a forward smash missing from Mythos, so it's going to be 103-90 between this Mario. Fireball gets reflected. That Hero shielded it. It's 103-96. Out of parry. Mario down tilt, up air. He misses the up air, gets hit by the back air, and Mythos will have that KO. So now here comes MacBook, B-Fan's Little Mac Amiibo. He has yet to land a KO punch this season. We'll see if maybe he gets it there. He will get that KO, however, on Mythos. Is now 3 versus 2. Bun Squeeze Piranha Plant Earn TBD coming out for the Dynamic Divorce. Forward smash. This Little Mac has 4 bars until he gets the KO punch. It's going to be down smash missing. We're going to see forward jab jab. It's 41-46 right now as... No, that's not the jab. That's actually the forward tilt. My apologies. That's right. Forward tilt is like a 2-hit move. It's going to be a dash attack into a down smash, just punishing the super armor that the Piranha Plant have as MacBook now has that KO punch available. He will land it, but it will not KO because I think that plant had a down special. So that is the first KO punch from MacBook, but it's not able to get the job done quite yet as Earn TBD at 125% right now. We're going to see a dash attack, 88-137 as up smash. It's going to be a 1 versus 3 scenario for Joe's Zelda Aerith. It's going to be 95-26 as Aerith already going to be, she will get that KO on MacBook. So now we're going to see Pink Furby coming out for the Starbreakers. Pink Furby just waiting and waiting. We're going to see her just get hit by a forward smash immediately. Pound into down air. Do we see the rest? No, we're going to see a forward smash from Zelda. 34-54 right now as there is still a King Deity in the back if the Zelda is able to KO the Jigglypuff. We see up throw, Aerith, that's going to be neutral special. It's going to get parried, but on the way back it will land. That's right, this Jigglypuff, that neutral special, it's one of those funky moves where even if you parry it the first time, she can still come back and roll. The forward smash though, that's going to send Pink Furby off stage as Aerith gets that up air. Does she get a second up air? No, she will not. As forward tilt, Aerith is at 117 right now. One downside with Pink Furby are those Omega form, Battlefield form platforms, because she will just roll on the platform left and right, not covering as much space as she can, but that's going to be a neutral special KO. The Starbreakers are going to win this 5-3. Both of these teams are going to be 7-6 right now because of this Dynamic Divorce. They're going to fall to a +1 differential. The Starbreakers, they're going to be +1, still tied with Red plus Blue. But Pink Furby, that is another game-winning KO from Zornch's Jigglypuff Amiibo. Alright, we got that screenshot already. Let's see what League Chat has to say. Okay, that's right, it's the afternoon, so not everyone's going to have like the whole reactions, all that. So, let's see. Giant intermission. We're going to head to your intermission right now. We will have the updated KO totals for the first 4 games we played. So let's head to the intermission now. Hello, welcome back to the Giant Intermission. I need to rest my voice in between a few games, so that's why we have these for those of you who are new. While we're trying to load the new Amiibo, I do want to say I want to hit 450 subscribers by the end of the season. We are currently at 448. Thank you to whoever subscribed between yesterday and today. We appreciate all that. Anyways, round 2 of this Giant Intermission. Luckman, Sephiroth, Sephora is going to be bouncing left and right on the top. He will be facing off against Joe's Mii Brawler, Lockhart. The bottom left corner is going to see Lee's Hero Alucard against Carbon Show's Byleth All Sunday. So let's bring in All Sunday. And that bottom right corner is going to be White Cheese's Link against Royal Darkness's Zelda. Alright, so that's going to be this pool right here. When we come back from this Giant Intermission, we are going to have the Chaos Corp at the Novas, followed by the Ditto Burritos at the 456 Quadrant. Your intermission is starting now.
battle and a chance to grow.
Alright, welcome back. So, we see wins from Lockhart, All Sunday, and White Cheese's Link. So, I got those KO totals updated all the way up to Times on Squad Detroit. We'll do Starbreaker's Dynamic after in the next intermission. So, let's see, 2-0 for the Mii Brawler. That's a 2-1 for the Violet, and a 2-0, 2-1, a 2-1 for the Violet, and a 2-1 from the Link. Loading, Bracket.com, just taking a little while. We don't have any new members of the 15 KO Club right yet, but I do want to say one little thing. RapJM's Zelda Nezuko now has 5 KOs in the 4 games she has appeared in. She had 5 starts, but the first game Nezuko started 4. She did not appear because Toronto got that blowout win. I believe that was a game against the Time Zone Squad. So, let's head back to your Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League real quick. We're going to have 2 more games, and the first of those 2 games is going to be the Chaos Corp at the Novas. So, even though they can't be eliminated right now, the Chaos Corp can still fall, they can still lose and get a losing record. If they were to lose, they would join Detroit and Team Instinct as teams having losing records. As for the Novas, they are trying to become the first team to clinch a winning record. So, we're gonna see Nightmares, Isabel, Aika again for this Chaos Corp, as we have Aika, Nachos, White Light, Funshine, and Nemesis. They will be going up against... Oh yes, that reminds me. White Light, NetEasy's Mii Brawler has been traded back to the Chaos Corp. And Nightmare's Mewtwo Nightmare has been traded back to Your Worst Nightmare. As for the Novas, it's gonna be Diabels, Valorex, It's Him from the thumbnail, Doodlebob, and A+ to me. So, originally I wanted to do It's Him on the previous round's thumbnail, but here's the deal. The Novas are coming off their bye right now. So I won't show an Amiibo if they're on a bye, because It's Him currently has 4 KOs in this season. It's Him currently has 14 KOs in the season, 3 of them coming from the last round, 5 in the last 2 games that he has played. This Dr. Mario is starting to get hot for the Novas. So that's why he's on the thumbnail now, even though the Novas, didn't play last round, because I just wanted to put that on there. At some point, I need to use Nightmare's Pyra Chroma Mithra, because that's one of the Amiibo on the top 10 that hasn't had a thumbnail yet. Same with Papaya, but I don't think Ottawa's going to make it into the playoffs. We'll see. Anyways, this is going to be the Chaos Corp at the Novas. Chaos Corp is 5-8. The Novas are 8-4. The Chaos Corp won't have their bye until the final round, so they're playing 16 games in a row before just having round 17 off. With the current trajectory, I don't think we're going to see them after round 16. They'll be probably most likely eliminated. Aika is going to be the leadoff right here, as she is 2-7 with 3 KOs in the leadoff. Diabels, she is the best leadoff in the league right now, 9-3 with 14 KOs as such. The Zelda, she joined the 15 KO club in the previous round they played, so back in round number 12. As now we have Aika versus Diabels as your leadoffs. The reason Aika is here is because there was an Isabel for Isabel swap. Originally, the Hound was here, Aika on the Time Zone Squad, but that trade, Aika already putting 53 into Diabels right now as the Zelda, trying to avoid her 4th leadoff loss. She's going to finish with at least a winning leadoff record, but still, maybe she could become the first leadoff to have 10 wins. So, leadoffs were not officially documented back in the first season of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. That is going to be one thing we retroactively do during the off-season, by the way. Just redocument all that. Leadoffs, KO winners, that was not fully documented in Season 1. In fact, not even 0 KO performances were documented back in the first season. So we're going to retroactively fix that back from the first season, but Aika is going to get that leadoff win here. Nightmares Isabel, she's going to be 3-7 with 4 KOs as a leadoff, as now Valorex, that's going to be Eon 2's Link Amiibo, trade from Very Dodge's team, going to be here. 88-0 right now as we see that Isabel, the Link, back on stage. Boomerang into, nope, no forward air. Aika still alive at 100 but has not dealt any damage onto Link, and now Link will even this up at 4 each. So, Nightmares King Deity Nachos. He is at 18 KOs this season, but he can become the 4th member of the 20 KO club if he can get this KO on Valorex, and it's him. I don't know if we'll see it this round, but I definitely think we'll see it by the end of the season, as the King Deity already has Valorex at 68. It's going to be a forward tilt. We're going to see 23-76 right now, as we have that side B, neutral air. It's going to miss. 49-76 right now as Link gets hit by the back throw. That Gordo is going to miss Valorx. Jab, jab, jab. That's going to send Valorx off stage still, as we're going to see Valorx finally comes back onto the stage, but already at 100%. That boomerang is going to deflect the Gordo back to Nachos, as Nachos taking some big damage right there. That's 50% in the last 10 seconds. It's going to be 99-111 right now, as we see Nachos waiting for Valorx to come back on. We see it a forward tilt. 99-129. That Gordo is going to get deflected as well. So Nachos taking some damage from his own Gordos. 127-119, 127-124, as up smash is going to miss from Nachos. That's going to be up special. Nachos is off stage to the right, and Valorx will capitalize with that forward air. So Nachos will remain at 18 KOs for the season. White Light will get a revenge KO, as it's him. It's him. Penguins Dr. Mario specifically trying to get his 15th KO of the season. It's going to be 0-0.4, as we have 20-0. Up smash again from Dr. Mario, and we're going to see White Light. This is his first game back since being return traded from Your Worst Nightmare. Spent a couple rounds with this team before being traded there, then has come back in this past round. Nightmare's Mutant Nightmare, as we mentioned, back on the Your Worst Nightmare roster. Similar situation, just a trade and ultimately trading back. It's going to be 63-65 right now. We see that side special. 63-85. We're going to see the down special, and it's him. He'll get KO'd, as White Light has 2 KOs in his first game back for the Chaos Corp. It's going to be 74-84 right now, as NetEasy's Mii Brawler. Doodlebob is coming out for the Novas. This is a 3 versus 2 scenario, but we're going to see the jab. That's going to put White Light at 120 right now. And up smash, that will get rid of White Light. Doodlebob has evened things up at 2 Amiibo each. So Dubman's Banjo-Kazooie Funshine. He's been starting to get a little hot lately this season for the Chaos Corp. He will remain on this roster because the trade deadline has passed. Maybe he could be an asset for development next season for this team, as we're going to have 48-49 right now. Shouldn't that down special have absorbed the grenade, or are the grenades just not absorbable? That was weird. It's going to be 65-85 right now. That's going to be the first side special being used from Funshine, as we have 74-85. We see that up throw followed by, nope, no up smash. Side B. Funshine is off stage right now, as Doodlebob is going to use a PK Thunder. It's a little late. 82-110 right now, as we see that was going to be an up smash, got interrupted by the neutral air, as Doodlebob trying to get his second KO of the game. It's going to be down smash missing, forward smash. That's going to be it for Doodlebob. A+ to me has a 1 versus 2 scenario for the Novas. It's got to be 8-2. Sorry, 82-23 right now, as 30% this Byleth already. But forward smash, that will get rid of Funshine. Now it's going to come down to Nemesis versus A+ to me as the Novas. They are trying to become the first team to clinch a winning record in Season 3. It's going to be 0-68 right now. We're going to see up smash getting parried. Side special, as Nemesis only at 12% compared to the Byleth being at 68. We're going to see the side special, 24-68, down tilt into neutral air, followed by side special. Nemesis at 62 now, so A+ to me is able to start evening things up a little bit. Going to be a get up attack, making this 62-101. Up smash, putting the Byleth at 101. Up tilt, followed by, we see side special. Nemesis at 91 right now. We're going to see a side special, followed by, do we see down tilt. A+ to me is still alive at 135, but the up tilt gets interrupted, followed by Byleth up air. Up air now. It's 118-135, and the Novas! The Novas will become the first team to clinch a winning record in Season 3 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. They are now 9-4 this season. Alright. 2 KOs from Valorx, 2 from White Light, but we saw 2 from A+ to me, as White Light, in his first game back with the Chaos Corp, is able to get those 2 KOs. Aika finally gets a leadoff win. That is her first leadoff win since she was all the way back with the Time Zone Squad. Doodlebob got a KO, Funshine got a KO, and that's going to be it. It's him. Is still trying to find his 15th KO of the regular season. So a 5-4 victory for the Novas over the Chaos Corp. The Chaos Corp is going to fall down to 5-9 for the season, so that's going to make their playoff chances slimmer and slimmer. They might get eliminated in the next round. Who knows, who knows. Alright, that was game 1 of 2 for this doubleheader, so let's head to the next game real quick. It's going to be the Ditto Burritos at the 456 Squadron, so let's find their stage real quick. Alright, so let me look real quick. The Ditto Burritos are currently 7-5 right now, but they have one of the best leadoffs in the league. Crunchy's Mii Sword Fighter Ditto. This Amiibo was trained by the general manager himself, so let's find the Amiibo real quick. Crunchy, where are you, where are you? It's got to be Mii Sword Fighter Ditto. 8-4 as leadoff with 13 KOs as such. Ditto can actually tie with Diabell's in this game if he can get that leadoff win, because both of them would be 9 and 4 with 14 KOs. If Ditto gets 2 KOs as a leadoff though, then he could start become the number 1. Yes, Ditto could become the best after this game. NetEasy's King DD, who still holds the all-time record for most KOs in a single season. That record is 31, by the way. He's going to come out right here. That 31, that is a combination of the regular season and the playoffs, as he also has the record for most KOs in the playoffs with 15, as I believe, wait, no, 15 doesn't sound right. No, it wasn't 15, it was more like, no, 15 doesn't sound like the right number. I think it was, wait, let me think. Yeah, I think it was like 16 and 15, something like that for the 31, or something like that. Crunchy Zelda Chick-fil-A is going to come out now, so we're going to find the Zelda real quick. We're going to bring her in. The Zelda has been getting a couple KOs, but she has been struggling to close games in blowout wins for the Ditto Burritos. Those blowout games, however, they have been getting shut down by J9K's Ganondorf Piglet. So let's find him real quick, as this Ganondorf, he got the game-winning KO in the previous round, I believe. That is his 4th game-winning KO of the season, as he is responsible for more than half of them for this Ditto Burritos roster. And finally, the number 5 slot, Mario Dude's Link Amiibo, Layla. Layla is supposed to be a replacement for Phipps, who was left the season after the first season to no custody. As part of that expansion draft, Phipps would go on to win a ring against the Ditto Burritos in the Season 2 finals as the Ditto Burritos. This might be their best regular season yet, but they know what the ultimate goal is. They're trying to make it back to the finals for their 3rd season in a row, and they're actually trying to win it for real this time. Please don't be the Buffalo Bills of this Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Please don't. As for their opponent, the 456 Squadron. So, this season might more or less be over for this team. However, the Hound has returned to the 456 Squadron. Thank you, 1AM of the Time Zone Squad, for trading her back. In exchange, the 456 Squadron, they sent Nokotan over to the Time Zone Squad. She did not get a KO in her debut. She got hit by that Gordo from the King DD and just was too far to recover. Obsessive's Mii Sword Fighter is going to be in that number 2 slot, as most of the original roster from Season 2 is going to be here. Nightmare's Pokemon Trainer Crystal, however, she is going to get benched. So in number 3, we are going to see Nightmare's hero Valerios being elevated. So let's find Valerios real quick. Alright. What is your worst nightmare? The Ditto Burritos or the Buffalo Bills? Collapsed in one season, playoff loss. I'm gonna have to think. I'm trying to think which team usually like losing the first round of the playoffs. I don't want to say the Cowboys, because like that's a little cheap, unoriginal, because this is like a relatively young, all that. Frostbite's Ganondorf is gonna be the 3rd slot. So Grim Knight being demoted from the leadoff since the Hound is back home. The Hound is given the leadoff immediately. So let's see. Slot number 4. It's actually going to be Nightmare's hero this time, Valerios. We accidentally misread the thing, so Valerios is going to be in the number 4 slot. He is coming off a 3 KO performance in the previous round from this 456 Squadron, as they, if we look at their record real quick, that 4 and 8 is a little bit deceiving, because if we look in their last 6 games, the 456 Squadron is currently 4 and 2. J9K's Link Mediafire currently leads the team in KOs right now. He's going to be the closer once again for this team. So let's find Mediafire real quick, as I believe this is his career best season so far. Season 3 with the 456 Squadron. He spent the first season in Toronto before coming over here via the expansion draft. But he is going to be that closer again, as this Link currently has 13 KOs this season. Valerios has 10. Crystal, we won't see Crystal, but we'll see what happens. The Hound, in her time with the Chaos Corp, went 2 and 4, I believe, as a leadoff. Let's see. Wait, why did I write 2 and 5? That was a Ica stat on. Yeah, the Hound is actually 2 and 4 as a leadoff. So let me fix that real quick. The Hound only played 6 games. Let me fix this real quick on my whiteboard. Even though y'all can't see that, it's just like one of those minor irritating things. I know it's wrong. I know the information is wrong, but I want to have the right information being shown. There we go. So the Hound is actually only 2 and 4. Zornch's Isabel as the main star of the show for Zornch's Amiibo right now. So Bufo, one of the best leadoffs right now, currently the leadoff for your worst nightmare, 8 and 4. pretty good amiibo in that regard, but the fan favorite so far in this 3rd season has been the Jigglypuff, Pink Furby. Had not played in Season 1, sat on the entire bench for the boys. Season 2 just was free agent. Season 3 got picked up by the Starbreakers, but the Hound. Can the Hound reemerge back to her Season 1 and Season 2 form? This Isabelle was also on that boys team back in Season 1, which folded after the first season ended. Of course, the boys, they went 1-15, and nobody renewed the team, but let's begin. Ditto against the Hound. One of the best leadoffs in the last 2 seasons against one of last year's best leadoffs. Struggled this season with the Chaos Corp, but Ditto versus the Hound. If Ditto can get this win right here, he will have 9 leadoff wins this regular season. Will be the second to be able to get that high, but he will be tied with Diabells if he can get rid of the Hound. So Zornch's Isabelle the Hound in her first game back with the 456 Squadron, already taking 41%. That side special is going to miss, so we see up tilt. We're going to see a forward tilt now. 26-41 as dash attack, that's going to miss. 26-55, 26-70 as this Isabelle, that's a forward throw, making this 26-79. We're going to see the up air, followed by comes back onto the stage. 50-79 right now as down air, dash attack, and Ditto off stage. Down air. Is Ditto going to be too far? He'll be able to come back on though, but the Hound starting to close up this game. 78-88 right now. Forward tilt. Ditto is off stage, and the Hound almost got that forward air. It's 89-101 right now as we see down air. The Hound is off stage. It's got to be 89-109. The Hound back on. That's going to be a missed down special. That one's going to get shielded and forward tilt. Ditto off stage, and that's going to be a slingshot. No, the slingshot misses because of directional air dodge. We see the down air attempt from the Hound as we're going to see 98-121. We're going to see a forward tilt in the other direction, and that slingshot also missing, but it's going to be a tilted with a... That was a DI'd, I believe, but the Hound got this to a high percent, but Ditto will get that leadoff win as Ditto is now 9-4 as a leadoff, 14 KOs as such, as now he is tied with Diabells for potentially the best leadoff of the season. Out of parry, we see the forward tilt as Cyber Sans is now out for the 456 Squadron. Gonna be 145-44 as this Mii Sword Fighter. Can he get his 15th KO as a leadoff? Cyber Sans already at 53%. We're gonna see a forward throw though. Ditto still alive at 156. He's going to come back on, and we're going to see the get up attack followed by dash attack. Cyber Sans at 77% now. It's going to be a back throw. Cyber Sans off stage at 88. We're going to see Cyber Sans back on 86. My apologies. 156-103 as we have the down smash getting shielded. That's going to be a down smash from Ditto. Cyber Sans at 122. Ditto could be the first leadoff to have 15 KOs and such, and he will. That's another 2 KO performance from this Mii Sword Fighter as the Ditto Burritos. Ditto now leads with the most KOs as a leadoff. Keep in mind, Diabells had 1 KO when she was in a number 2 slot. That was in that game against the Dynamic Divorce. But Tilted, already at 57 right now. NetEasy's King Dedede, who this King Dedede and that Mii Sword Fighter, they have been taking turns leading in KOs for this Ditto Burritos team. It's going to be 86-12 right now as the Ganondorf, Grim Knight, starting to put massive damage in his first game since he's been demoted from the leadoff. It's going to be 87-46 right now, so we see down smash. No, forward tilt. That's going to save that King Dedede because that down smash would have been able to kill. Down tilt, making this 120-59 right now. We see the Gordo. That's going to miss the Ganondorf, but it puts in space. 120-59, but Tilted will not have a KO here as Grim Knight now has 2 KOs for the 450 Squadron, evening things up in stocks. We're going to see forward smash. That will send Grim Knight off stage as Chick-fil-A going to wait for the Ganondorf to come back on. No, the up air putting him at 101 is going to be a up throw from the Ganondorf, followed by, nope, down special, out of parry, nothing. Down smash has Chick-fil-A at 42 as Grim Knight gonna wait on stage. This is Frostbite, Ganondorf, Amiibo, and we see down smash out of parry from the Zelda. A rare down smash. That down air is the weak version, but it will get the job done. So Chick-fil-A should get that KO. So now here comes Valerios, Nightmare's hero Amiibo, who just came off a 3 KO performance. Can he do it again? We see a forward smash putting him at 24. It's gonna be another forward smash. Chick-fil-A at 100 right now. Valerios has 10 KOs this season. That's going to be a shielded fireball. It's going to be 109, 117, as Valerios only at 42 mana right now. He's going to come back on stage, so that's good news for him. It's going to be a mid up tilt, neutral air. Valerios already at 64% as Chick-fil-A trying to get her second KO of the game. It's going to be 124-64 as this hero just needs to start charging some of that mana just in case he needs to go off stage again. 137-64 right now. We're going to see forward, just the forward, no forward tilt. That's another forward, and forward smash. That's going to send Valerios off stage, and that's a down air. Chick-fil-A has 2 KOs in this game. Media Fire with a 1 versus 3 scenario for the 456 Squadron. Forward smash will get rid of Chick-fil-A, but now here comes Piglet. He knows how to close out these games for the Ditto Burritos. Can he do it again? Mediafire, that is KO number 14 for this Link, as J9K's Link trying to join the 15 KO club. It's going to be 12 to 42 right now, but Gandalf already putting this Link at 71%. We see the down special. We're going to see forward smash from Mediafire though, 34 to 71. There is still another Link in the back for the Ditto Burritos by the way. It's going to be 54 to 71 right now, so we see down throw, up air, 78 to 71, 85, as Mediafire shields that up smash, down tilt, up special. Piglet got out of that last hit, so Piglet won't get launched. Up smash though, Piglet will be KO'd. Mediafire has 2 KOs, and now we have Link versus Link. Layla versus Mediafire. Can Mediafire get the 1 versus 3 comeback for the 456 Squadron? It's going to be 55 to 71 right now, as Mediafire is now a member of the 15 KO club, but he can get number 16 right here. It's 73, 91 to 71 right now. The Link is off stage. Layla coming back on. It's going to be, we see the bomb, but up smash. That's going to send Mediafire up. 92 to 94 right now between these two Amiibo, as we're going to see just the forward smash. Layla is going to save the day for the Ditto Burritos, as the Ditto Burritos will escape this game 5 to 4. J9K's Link, however, joins the 15 KO club with 2 KOs in this game, bringing this down to last stock high percent. This is going to be the second game in Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League history where we see 4 Amiibo with 2 KOs each. So Ditto, Grim Knight, Chick-fil-A, and Mediafire each with 2 KOs. Layla will get that game-winning KO, however, for the Ditto Burritos. Alright. So, that was Game 5 and Game 6 of this round. Let's get that screenshot real quick. I need to rest my voice, but let's make a little deal. If y'all let me rest my voice now, we'll do the last 3 games in a row with 8-Bit Bot Ceiling Fans, Fairy Dodgers Team Your Worst Nightmare, and Team Instinct Swarm without another intermission. Does that sound good with y'all? 3 more games, no intermission, then we'll do a double after the games are over so I can update stats in that. Does that sound good with y'all? We'll do 3 games in a row after this intermission. And speaking of this intermission, round 3 of the giant intermission pools. Let's press those A buttons real quick, as we're going to see on the top, Lee's Hero Alucard going up against Luckman's Sephiroth Sephora. So let's find Sephora real quick. Whoops, wrong A button. Alright. On the bottom left corner, we're going to see Joe's Mii Brawler Lockhart against White Cheese's Link. And on the bottom right corner, we are going to see Carbon Show's Byleth All Sunday going up against Royal Darkness's Zelda Wise Woman. So, this is going to be round 3 of this giant intermission. Stay tuned, we'll have the next match in about 10 minutes. And when we come back from this intermission, we're going to do the last 3 games of the round all in a row. So, the 8-Bit Bots at the Ceiling Fans, Fairy Dodgers Team at Your Worst Nightmare, and the closings out, Team Instinct at the Swarm. It's a Swarm. They're trying to catch up with the Novas for that number 1 seed. Your intermission is starting now.
aggression.
Alright, welcome back. So, round 3 of this giant intermission pool, we are going to see wins from the Sephiroth, the Mii Brawler, and the Byleth. So, looking at Sephiroth, Sephora gets their first win, a 2-1 victory over Lee's Hero Alucard. Joe gets a 2-0 sweep over White Cheese, and we see a 2-1 victory for Carbon Joe. So, let's mark those real quick. 2-0 sweep for Joe. Is this Mii Brawler perfect in this pool so far? Yeah. This Mii Brawler is 3-0, still perfect, all sweet so far. Alright, all Sundays 2-1. We will look at those standings when we come back from the intermission, because round 4, round 5, that's going to be part of a double intermission once we finish the last 3 games of this round. In fact, let's actually cut over there right now. So, welcome back to round 14 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. The first of the 3 games we're going to have until the double intermission is going to be the 8-Bit Bots at the Ceiling Fans. We're going to do all 3 games that remain before that double intermission. During the double intermission, we will update your standings. We will also update your Kato totals as well, so we can announce those standings live on stream. So, The 8-bit bots, they are starting to go on a small bit of a surge real quick if we look at their roster real quick. So, they are currently 3-2 in their last... Wait, no, this should be, yeah, this should be, red, actually. Not red, but, yeah, this is actually supposed to be an orange. I keep missing some of these orange spots. Sorry, the 8-bit bots are currently 4-1 in their last 5 games. Their current record stands at 6-7, as they are trying to maybe sneak into a playoff spot. One thing they have in their favor is that differential. So, in the last game, PGX's Simon Scorpion becomes the lowest tiered Amiibo to reach 15 or more KOs, and realistically speaking, even though only 3 games remain for this team, there is a chance this Simon could join the 20 KO club whenever the season ends. As for their opponent, the Ceiling Fans. The Ceiling Fans currently occupy the number 8 seed in the playoffs. They have won back-to-back games since acquiring Enikrap's Byleth Gazan from the Time Zone squad. However, that Byleth has yet to make his first appearance, because I think what's helping this team out right now is the elevation of Stardazer from number 5 to number 4. Stardazer, he's had the potential to get multiple KO performances, all that, but being back there, it's held him back a little, but Stardazer starting to emerge a little bit more. He is 1 KO away from joining the 15 KO club if we look at the Ceiling Fans roster. Yes, he and Veridox's Dr. Mario Doom are both trying to get their 15th KO of the season, as they both lead this team with 14 each. Alright, Perplims, Bloom, they're going to be your leadoff. They have both been leading off for their respective teams since the start of this season. This Samus is currently, let's see, 7-6 with 8 KOs in the leadoff. The Piranha Plant, 6-6 with 7 KOs in the leadoff. This is going to be the only game we see of the 8-bit bots today in this doubleheader, because the 8-bit bots will be on bye in tonight's round. So Perplims versus Bloom, Ceiling Fans home stage, as we're going to be on Living Room, Battlefield form. Perplims getting the first bit of damage right now. This Samus, after a mid-season slump, just losing multiple leadoffs in a row, she has been starting to get on a little bit of resurgence. It's going to be 21-52 right now, as we're going to see 39-52, 49, and 58. This is net easy Samus Amiibo, by the way, as we have 58. It's going to be forward throw, forward air, 58-88, as we see the plant gets hit by that charge shot, and the Samus. Will she go for off stage? She will not. It's got to be a down tilt, but up smash misses, so up tilt from Samus, and we're going to see 70-115 right now. It's this Samus trying to get 2 games over 500 as a leadoff in their first 14. It's going to be 93-115, dash attack, and that's going to be KO leadoff win number 8 for this Samus, as Veridox's Dr. Mario Dr. Doom version 4 coming out right now. He is trying to reach 15 KOs this season. This Samus already at 114, and he will! So Doom joins the 15 KO club, as now we have another member of said club, Scorpion, PGX's Simon. It's going to be 0-25 right now, as we have 4 Amiibo each. Going to see that Simon get hit by the forward tilt. It's going to be a down smash missing, as this Dr. Mario. I think it's the first time this Dr. Mario faces a Belmont in a tournament setting. It's going to be 25-68. That Axe is going to miss this Dr. Mario. We're going to see up smash from Doc, followed by, nope, no forward air. 54, 66-79, as we see down smash, 66-93. We're going to see Dr. Mario come back onto the stage. We're going to have back throw, 66-104 right now, as Doom will come back onto the stage. He actually will come back onto the stage. So, down tilt, followed by, we see down smash. Both these Amiibo have, sorry, the Simon has 16 KOs, the Dr. Mario has 15, and we're going to see if this Simon can get number 17, or if Doc will get 16, and that is KO number 17 for Scorpion of the season. So PGX Simon with that KO. House MD coming out for the Ceiling Fans right now. It's going to be 72-25, as House gets hit by the boomerang, more up air. We're going to see the back air, no, neutral air. House has already taken 54, and oh, he's going to come back onto the stage. He will not self-destruct. Down smash, though, has Scorpion off stage, and he will fall short. Scorpion has 17 KOs, 3 away from reaching the 20 KO club. He has 2 games left to do it, because the 8-bit bots have yet to have their bye this late in the season. Dr. House versus Yo Bennis. Yo Bennis at 12%, House at 88. We're going to see a forward tilt. House at 117. We're going to see him come back, though, as Crunchy's Ganondorf. Right now, the 8-bit bots, they have a pretty decent lead in this game right now. Of course, there is still the King Deity and the Byleth, who has yet to debut for this team. So we're going to see 40-136 as Dr. House. He will just not get hit by the Ganondorf quite yet. It's 54-137, and we see a back throw. I think forward throw would have been the more ideal scenario there from the Ganondorf, but it's going to be 54-158. That back throw will get rid of Dr. House, though. So now it's a 3 versus 2. NetEasy's King Deity Stargazer is coming out for the Ceiling Fans. He has closed the last 2 games for the Ceiling Fans, but the Ceiling Fans, they are currently in a deficit. It's going to be 54 to 68 right now. We are going to see Stargazer already at the 68% by the way, as Yo Benish trying to get his second KO of the game. Crunchies, Ganondorf. We're going to see that Gordo, it's not going to hit, so we see down smash getting shielded, down special, followed by down tilt. It's 97 to 85 right now as Stargazer will get the up tilt, up air. Stargazer is also trying to get his 15th KO of the regular season. We're going to see just the forward smash miss, and that will actually land. So a forward smash KO will allow Stargazer to also get 15 KOs of this season. So both of NetEasy's King Deity have 15 KOs each. It's going to be 0 to 131 right now as Sub-Zero, the Richter, has the King Deity off stage. King Deity is going to come high. Down tilt. He should be able to come back on. He's going to go high, and Richter does punish that. So Gazan, in his debut with the Ceiling Fans, has a 1 versus 2 scenario for this team. They are trying to hold on to that playoff spot, but if not, things could start to open up as we have 37 to 46. Gazan already at 72 right now. This Simon, by the way, this Richter is trained by the same trainer as the Simon. Both Sub-Zero and Scorpion trained by PGX himself, the general manager of this 8BitBots team. He traded for both of these Amiibo. Sorry, he drafted both of them, but I think he traded up for a draft pick to get one of the others. It's 87 to 101 right now. It's Gazan already at 109. We're going to see Gazan come back onto the stage. That's going to be a back throw. He's off stage right now. And Richter not going to go for any projectiles. Just going to wait for Gazan to come back onto the stage. That cross gets parried on the way back. That one's going to get shielded forward tilt. Gazan still off stage. It's 99 to 132. We see the up special. And Richter, oh no! Richter self-destructed. So that will technically count as a KO for Gazan, even though the Richter self-destructed. But now Sephiroth off stage. He's going to be coming back onto the stage just barely, but already at 35. It's 35 to 160 right now, forward tilt. Could that self-destruct be bad news for this 8BitBots team? It's 59 to 160 as we see side B. We're going to see Jab 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 get shielded, and we're going to see 70 to 163 as that fireball. Gazan avoids that fireball, forward tilt. Joe's Sephiroth, him will get that game-winning forward tilt as the Ceiling Fans. They're going to lose this game to 8BitBots. The 8BitBots will get this victory 5 to 4 as the 8BitBots. They are now, if we take a little look at the record, they are now 5-1 in their last 6 games. They have bounced all the way back up to 500. With 2 games remaining to the regular season schedule, there is still a chance they could get up to 9-7. The Ceiling Fans, they're going to fall down to 7-6, so they might get out of a playoff slot right here, but look at that. Beautiful back and forth action. Joe Sephiroth, him, able to save the game after Sub-Zero accidentally self-destructed. Alright, let's get that screenshot real quick. Let's adore this beautiful back and forth action for just for a little second. It's just beautiful. The beautiful back and forth action we have here. Just everyone except Bloom getting a KO right here. We'll update this on the spreadsheet whenever we come back, but our next game of this Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, it's going to be Verydogs' team at Your Worst Nightmare, as we're going to head to the home stage. This is the home venue being shared by both Your Worst Nightmare and 8BitBots. If, for some reason, both teams make it to the playoffs and they meet each other, yes, all 3 games would take place in the same home stage. So, I mean, hey, not much traveling. You just got to go from, like, the other locker room, I guess, or whatever. So, Verydogs' team, they are slightly out of a playoff spot right now, 6-6 record with a +0 differential. We saw losses from the Ceiling Fans as well as Edmonton. We saw Red plus Blue and Starbreakers getting wins though, so Verydogs' team, they need a win in order to catch up with those teams and possibly this playoff spot, because the Time Zone Squad, also a 6-6 team, got a win too in this previous round. The Time Zone Squad, they're going to have a minus differential though, so let's bring in Verydogs' team. Frostbite's Me Brawler, Bubble Base, the sensation early on in this season, has been struggling so far in this second half. He's going to remain the leadoff for Verydogs' team. So let's bring him in. Let's load him. The second Amiibo being loaded is going to be NetEasy's Olimar Uproot. So let's bring in Uproot real quick. I think Uproot has... How many KOs does he have? I think he might be at 9. Let's see. No, Uproot is only at 14. Oh, wow. So NetEasy's Olimar Uproot is trying to be another member of the 15 KO club. He has 14 KOs so far this season. He has been sneakily having those 14 KOs. I thought he was only at 9. Crunchy's Dr. Mario Sauce Ultra is going to be the number 3 amiibo. He has been starting to surge back into his Season 2 form. He has 10 KOs so far this season, and let's see. In the 3 games he has appeared so far, he has had 5 KOs. So 5 of those KOs in his first 3 games back. Let's bring him in real quick. Alright. Slot number 4, we are going to see Crunchy's other amiibo on this team. It's going to be the hero, Carl Magnus. He's been having some great contributions ever since joining this roster. He had 3 KOs in his first game. Those were both game winners, but in the last game, he did drop that game as Very Dog's team. They lost 5-3 in that game. Only Uproot and Sauce Ultra were able to get KOs. As who did they face in the last round? It was the 456 Squadron, I believe. Yes, it was a 456 Squadron. That was when Nightmare's hero Valerios exploded on that 3 KO performance. Finally, Penger's Ganondorf Starless. Let's bring him in real quick. That's going to be the closer for this Very Dog's team. He has been with this team since the middle of Season 2 when he was acquired in a mid-season trade. So we got a good mix of the old and a good mix of the new. As for their opponent, let's see. It's going to be your worst Nightmare. So Zornch's Pokemon Trainer Sobufo going to be coming out as that number 1 slot. He is currently 8-4 as a leadoff, with 10 KOs. He can tie both Diabell's and Ditto in record, but right now he has 5 KOs behind Ditto. Getting one would put him at 11, but he would need a bunch in these last few games for this team. Nobody's Hero Slime God, sorry, not nobody, Amalgamate's Hero Slime God is going to be coming out as that number 2 slot real quick. So let's bring in Slime God. Yatta-da. This is going to be Slime God's debut with Your Worst Nightmare. Had been with the Time Zone Squad all 3 seasons. Initially, Slime God was chosen in the expansion draft by the 456 Squadron, but then they drafted Valerios, and as part of the deal to draft Valerios, they traded Slime God back to the 456 Squadron in exchange for a 3rd round pick. That was all the way back in Season 2. Finally, this roster is going to end with 3 of Nightmare's amiibo. So, let's start with Nightmare's Pyramithra Chroma, who currently has 16 KOs this season. At some point, we need to add her onto the thumbnail, but we'll do it soon, I guess. Then, the other acquisition from the Time Zone Squad. He is no longer the traitor, because now he is here with Nightmare himself. It's going to be Nightmare's Steve Zerby. Here he is. Look at that. He no longer has that traitor name listed onto him. He can now be referred once again as Zerby. Then finally, Nightmare's Byleth Shion, gonna be that final slot for this team. Your Worst Nightmare. We've seen a little bit of chaos happening to some of the other playoff teams right now, so Your Worst Nightmare. A win here could keep them afloat with 3 games remaining. A loss, and they might have to push even harder for that playoff slot. So, Bubble Base, Uproot, Sauce Ultra, Carl Magnus, and Starless against Sobufo, Slime God, Chroma, Zerby, and Shion. Let's begin. By the way, for anybody wondering, Bubble Base is currently 4-6 with only 4 KOs in the leadoff as such for this 6-6 Very Dogs team. Your Worst Nightmare, they are 7-5 with Sobufo being 8-4 with 10 KOs in the leadoff. NetEasy's Olimar Uproot is trying to get his 15th KO of the game, but he's going to be behind Bubble Base in this game as we see those leadoffs. It's going to be 0-21 right now, so Bufo taking the first bit of damage against his Mii Brawler. They have been going back and forth so far. Charizard still not out yet, but now Ivysaur still out. It's going to be 39-96. As maybe we see Charizard? Yes, we will. Charizard is now out for Sobufo. It's forward smash. Charizard will get KO'd, so Bubble Base is going to break the drought he had. He will get that leadoff win against Zornch's Pokemon Trainer. And now, the Mii Brawler is going to fall short. The Mii Brawler is going to fall short. That was not the snooze landing. That was just the Mii Brawler falling short with the up special. So Slime God, in his first game with Your Worst Nightmare, will get that KO. Amalgamate's Hero Amiibo. It's going to be 26-37 right now as NetEasy's Olimar Uproot, trying to get his 15th KO of the season, be the 3rd member to join the 15 KO club of this round. Wait, no, sorry, the 4th. It's going to be 26-77. We're going to see up smash missing as we have this hero. He's just jumping around. It's going to be down air though, followed by, it's going to be down smash out of parry. Nothing yet. 26-97 as we have jab, 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 followed by down smash. 42-97 as Slime God. He loves to go for some of those magic spells, but one of his big weaknesses, he just likes to jump around. We see Oomph, as he will not go for that kamikaze option that we saw on that list. It's going to be Sizzle. That's going to miss. So Sizzle, not the Rizzle, and Uproot. He will get his 15th KO of the regular season, so net easy. You have another Amiibo with 15 KOs. That is your third Amiibo so far, because both King Deities, this is the first non-King Deity to have 15 KOs, but Nightmares, Pyramithra, Chroma, already at 50% right now, and we're going to see an up smash. That's going to be KO number 17 for Nightmares Amiibo. So now Sauce Alger coming out for Veridogs' team. It's going to be 22 to 50 right now. We see the forward tilt, followed by forward tilt again. And Dr. Mario, that pill that's going to hit the Pyra. Mithra's going to come out, and Mithra's going to, nope, pills, more pills, and that's a side special. 34 to 99 right now. That could have been a forward smash for Sauce Alger, but he went for the side B instead. A forward smash there would have been able to get the job done, but instead we see forward tilt again. 34 to 125 as Chroma still alive as a Mithra, but forward throw, 140. And that's pill. That's going to get rid of this Mithra. So Chroma is going to have 0 KOs in this game as Sauce Alger will get that knockout. So now Nightmares, Steve, Zerby is now with your worst nightmare right here. It's going to be 46 to 0 right now as we're going to see forward smash missing. Up tilt, up tilt, up tilt. It's going to be up smash missing though. 69 to 0 right now as we see 79 to 0 right now. Up throw into up air, fall by, nope. It's going to be a 79, 90 to 25 right now as we see that's going to be one tool being made. It's going to be 90 to 47. Now Sauce Alger went for that down throw, down special. Zerby still alive at 51, but we're going to forward smash, and that won't exactly KO Sauce Alger yet. Zerby's going to have a chance to mine, and Sauce barely makes it back onto the stage. No gold, no diamonds for Zerby quite yet as we see up smash. That was a charged up smash landing onto Zerby from Sauce Alger. We see neutral air, followed by pill, and we're going to see Zerby comes back to the stage, down tilt. 131 to 89 right now between these two Amiibo as we see down special. That was a dangerously close down special from here. Zerby's going to set up a bomb, and Zerby is going to keep mining. However, it's going to be that bomb. It gets shielded from Sauce Alger, so we see gold tools now available for Zerby. As now forward smash. Sauce Alger has 2 kills in this game, and Shion, Nightmares Violet, has a 1 versus 3 scenario as she already takes 25% from that forward smash from Sauce Alger. Can Sauce Alger get a 3 kill performance for Veridogs' team? 141 to 45 right now as Dr. Mario misses that forward smash, still alive at 159%. There is still Carl Magnus and Starless in the back, by the way, as Sauce Alger survives the forward throw. He should be able to come back. He will. Yes. It's going to be 182 to 59. A back throw sends Shion at 75, and Sauce going to hit by with the pill. Shion back on stage, but we see a full up throw. What do we see next with Sauce Alger? We're going to see the side B out of parry, down tilt into forward air, and Sauce Alger will have 3 KOs for Veridogs' team. This is a 5-2 victory for Veridogs' team over your worst nightmare. That differential difference could be the big game changer for both these teams regarding the playoff standings, with only 3 games remaining for each of these teams. 1 KO from Bubble Base, Uproot gets a KO number 15, and Sauce Alger, that's going to bring him all the way up to 13 KOs this season. He has re-emerged back into his Season 2 form, as now he has had 8 KOs in the last 4 games he has played. Alright, so that was game 2 of 3 of these games we're going to do. We have 1 more game right here. Your worst nightmare. We just saw Sobufo with that leadoff loss. Shion just unable to get that KO on Sauce Alger because Sauce just outmaneuvered her. Zerby did not perform well in the first game with Your Worst Nightmare. Chroma got a KO, Slime got to get KO, but that's just about it. Your Worst Nightmare is going to fall down to 7 and 6 with only a +1 differential because of this big loss. So with 3 rounds remaining, the trade deadline has already passed. We'll see how this team will assess things right now, as Your Worst Nightmare, they have suffered a late season collapse back in the first season. They suffered a similar one in the second season. It better not happen 3 years in a row. Alright, final game of the night, or of the afternoon. It's going to be Team Instinct at the Swarm. So let's bring in them real quick. Let's press that A button. Let's come over here. Team Instinct, they are in absolute freefall mode right now. They have lost 7 games in a row. Started the season 5 and 2. They are now 5 and 9. They have not won a single game since all the way back in round number 6. So round 6, when Heim got that 3 kill performance, that was the best this team would have it at 5 and 2. They would not win another game since. Can they break that losing streak against the Swarm, however? The Swarm, they are trying to join the Novas, becoming one of 2 teams to clinch a winning season. So first things first, Viri's hero Ike finally snapped the streak that this hero had of the losing the leadoffs. Joseph's Kirby, half Mario, gonna be in slot number 2, so let's bring him in real quick. Yep, Alright. Slot 3. We are going to see B-Fins, Mii Sword Fighter, Gancho. So let's bring in Gancho real quick. Where is he? Where is he? By the way, despite all that being said, Panger's Pokemon Trainer, who's going to be in the number 4 slot, Time does have 15 KOs this season, however, so that is the one bright spot of this team. Panger, Pokemon Trainer. Another thing is Bloodflame has been sneakily having 10 KOs so far this season. There's a non-zero chance that Bloodflame could finish the regular season with 15 KOs. Who knows, who knows? If we look at Team Instinct right now, Bloodflame currently stands at 11 KOs, but there's only 3 games remaining for Team Instinct because Team Instinct, they're going to have their bye in round 16, so during Tuesday's broadcast. So this is already game number 14 for this 5 and 9 team. As Bloodflame, she's going to be the last Amiibo for this team. Alright. So let's load those right in right now. And that's going to be Team Instinct. They have lost the last 7 games in a row as they are trying to snap that losing streak as their season had a very promising start but is now just an absolute free fall. As for their opponent, the Swarm, they are currently contending for that number 1 seed right now. They have a pretty average leadoff right now in Duke Fizzle's Mii Sword Fighter, gonna be Mr. Ninja. So let's find Mr. Ninja real quick as I scrolled all the way too far down. Mr. Ninja, here he is. Mr. Ninja is currently 6 and 6 with 6 KOs in the leadoff. In fact, both of these Amiibo have 6 wins as the leadoff. Obviously, the hero has played 13 games already, so he is 6 and 7 with 7 KOs as such leadoff. C Sharp's Ganondorf, currently in 2nd place in the MVP race. Vin Diesel needs to answer to Pancake's 3 KO performance. Pancakes shattered the record in the last round with 24 KOs. Vin Diesel needs to catch up if he wants to possibly steal the MVP race away. Vic Texas Olimar, let's bring in Baba Booey real quick. This Olimar, if we take a look at his stats real quick, actually it's an Alf, but this Alf currently has 9 KOs right now. So both the Alf and the King Deity, they're trying to get their 10th KO of the season right here in these games. Luckman's Link Sidon, let's bring him in real quick. This Link in that number 4 slot, he has 10 KOs already so far this season, I believe. Yes, he does. So it's like, okay, these 5 Amiibo have started every single game in the same slots for the whole season. The Mii Sword Fighter has 6, Ganondorf has 20, the Olimar and Deity have 9 each, and Link has 10. Ditto's King Deity, I Don't Love You, he is also trying to get his 10th KO of the regular season alongside Baba Booey. So, Team Instinct has lost their last 7 games in a row, as we've mentioned multiple times. Will it become 8, or will they finally bring an end to this horrible losing streak? Let's find out, as we have Team Instinct at the Swarm. Ike and Mr. Ninja, they're going to be your leaders right here as the Swarm trying to catch up with the Novas. The Novas got their 9th win of the regular season, so the Swarm trying to do that because the thing is, the Novas have a much better differential than the Swarm, so if things are tied at that same record, the Novas will have that advantage. It's going to be 35 to 0 right now as Viri's hero Ike going to put that forward tilt. Going to be 35 to 16 right now. We're going to see forward tilt again, 35 to 30, up tilt, followed by nope, no down air. We're going to see a side special, 44 to 48 right now as we see down smash missing. That's going to be a jab, jab, jab. 44 to 60, forward smash will miss. It's 53. Oh no, the hero's going to be able to come back onto the stage though. He will not self-destruct. He does have more than enough mana at 81% though. 88, 99 as Mr. Ninja. Up tilt, followed by, that's going to be the Charcum, the side B Charcum. We're going to see a down special. No, it's going to be the hero with the side B and the forward tilt. It's 119 to 81 right now between these 2 Amiibo as we're going to see up tilt. Mr. Ninja at 95, side special. It's 119 to 108, but this hero will be KO'd by Mr. Ninja. So Mr. Ninja gets his 7th leadoff win of the season. Alright, and the Kirby will be able to come back onto the stage. It's going to be 25 to 120 right now, but the dash attack, that is going to get rid of things right now as... Is it me or does the frame rate look a little bit choppy on OBS? I am just realizing that right now. It's going to be 57 to 10 right now as we see the up smash followed by neutral air, but forward smash will not land. That's going to be a GR from Vin Diesel. That's going to be KO number 21 from the Ganondorf. So now Vin Diesel only 3 away from Nightmare's King Deity in that MVP race. It's
going to be 33 to 29 right now as the Misora fighter Gancho. That's going to be down special out of parry from the Gandalf. And Doria! That will get rid of Gancho. This is a 4 versus 2 scenario with Heim coming out now for this team. It's going to be 12 to 85 right now, but C Sharp, he will not come back. Heim gets that KO, so Vin Diesel at 22 KOs of the season. 3 games remain for him later on in this season, but Heim makes this a 2 versus 3 as Baba Booey dealing massive damage right now. This is Panger's Pokemon trainer, as that was his 16th KO of the season, but down there, Charizard will be able to come back. Yes, he will. 93 to 27 right now as this Charizard, still the Charizard out right now as we see forward smash. He will be able to come back because Charizard will not switch to Squirtle if he is off stage. It's going to be 139 to 54 right now as we're going to see forward smash, up smash. Blood Flame has a 1 versus 3 scenario for Team Instinct. They have been just suffering multiple blowout games so far, and Blood Flame, she has not been able to seal the deal right here, and I don't know if she does it. She does get the first KO though, as Luckman's Link Sidon coming out right now for the Swarm. It's going to be 30 to 15 right now, so we see down air, up throw, up smash is going to miss from Blood Flame. It's going to be forward smash. Blood Flame is off stage. We see it switch to Mithra. She's going to come back on as 55 to 36. We see that down special. 65 to 44. Blood Flame will switch back to Pyra though. It's going to be 68 to 57 right now. Side B going to make this 68 to 75. Up smash. Sidon at 93% right now is Blood Flame. Can she bring this back to the last Amiibo? She will. So it's going to be 68 to 0 right now between Blood Flame and I Don't Love You, as we're down to the last Amiibo between Team Instinct and the Swarm. The Blood Flame is down by this big percent right here, but it's going to be 124 to 13. Down smash. Mithra should be able to come back onto the stage, but Gordo, the Swarm, becomes the second team to get out of here with a winning record. Team Instinct is now 5 and 10 in this season, and I don't know when this losing streak is going to end. That is now their 8th loss in a row for the team, as the top half of the roster continues to struggle. Heim and Blood Flame can't do it all alone for this team, and at this point of how things are going right now, the season might just be over for Team Instinct, as we're probably going to see those playoff teams. Somebody's going to have 7 wins. This team is going to be at 10 losses already, so I don't know what happened to Team Instinct. They just started to collapse afterwards, and it's just been going on and on and on and on. It's not a very good or ideal scenario for this franchise, as we mentioned, this is one of the expansion teams. I just don't understand why they started to collapse. Let's get that screenshot real quick though, as Blood Flame, she did try to bring this back, only got 2 out of the 3 KOs she needed in here. Vin Diesel will get 2 KOs himself, as he is now at 22, 2 behind Pancakes in the MVP race. I don't know why, but the frame rate looks extremely choppy on OBS, so we're going to try to get that fixed between now and the next stream. So that's one minor fix we'll do between now and then. So let's see. We're going to head to that double intermission real quick, as we got those screenshots, all that. In fact, let's confirm that real quick. Yes, let's see. Yeah, screenshot 1, 2, 3. Alright. Yeah, the frame rate should look extremely choppy on OBS. We apologize for that. I just noticed the issue. So, time for that double intermission, ladies and gentlemen. Let's press those A buttons real quick, as what's happening to Team Instinct is just tragic this season. It reminds me of the 2024 Chicago Bears. The Bears, they were the thing is, the Bears were started off the season 4 and 2 last season, but then they lost that Jaden Daniels Hail Mary, which caused their season to just go absolutely all out of order. Anyways, round 4, this giant intermission pool, we're gonna see Luckman, Sephiroth, Sephora on the top, going up against White Cheese's Link. The bottom left corner is going to see Royal Darkness's Zelda Wise Woman going up against Lee's Hero Alucard. And on the bottom right corner, we are going to see Carbon Show's Byleth against Joe's undefeated, still perfect Mii Brawler. In fact, let's take a look at those standings before we head to this double intermission. Carbon Show, Joe, both of them are 3-0, so the winner of that game on the bottom right is going to advance to a 4-0 record. Joe remains perfect. Can he get another sweep right here, or will Carbon Show bring an end to that? The winner of this game right here will most likely clinch a spot. White Cheese, by the way, 3rd place right now with a 2-1 record, could have a chance to maybe sneak in towards a playoff spot at the very end of this pool. But your intermission is going to get started right now. When we come back, we will have the updated data for the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League regarding both the KO leaders and the standings. Team Instinct, despite losing 8 games in a row, they're just going to be, yeah, they're still going to be 19th place. I'm going to be real with you.
Alright, so that's round 4 of this giant intermission. When I do have those KO totals updated, but after this, we're going to have those standings updated as well whenever we come back from the second part of the double intermission. Carbon Show will get the win over Joe to end Joe's perfect run with a 2-1 victory. We also see that win from White Cheese. So, let's update those standings real quick. We're going to see loading. White Cheese has a 2-0 victory over Luckman. We see Lee getting that win over Royal Darkness, as I don't think that Zelda has won a single game yet. I believe that Zelda is currently 0-4. We'll check real quick as well. But Carbon Show with that 2-1 victory. Carbon Show is going to be 4-0. Joe and White Cheese are both going to be 3-1. In fact, let's see who plays each other. Carbon Show and White Cheese play against each other, while Joe will face off against Lee. Royal Darkness versus Luckman. That's going to be the last match, as Royal Darkness is currently 0-4 right now. Let's head to the next part of the intermission pools real quick. So that's the difference. Joe is +5 in differential, so he would have head-to-head. We have yet to see a 4-1 wild card, by the way, so we'll be curious if anything like that does happen. Let's load the actual final matches real quick, as, alright, top of your screen, Royal Darkness versus Luckman. Not going to be the most significant game. We're just going to try to see if Royal Darkness can get out of this pool with a win. The bottom left corner, that's going to be a big, important, scary matchup. White Cheese, who is 3-1, will be facing off against Carbon Show, who is 4-0. It's a win and in scenario right now, because I'm gonna be real with you guys, there's only one more pool after this. So if you make it in as a wildcard as 4-1, you're definitely getting in with only one pool left. And then on the bottom right, Lee's Hero Alucard will face off against Joe's Meat Brawler. Joe is also 3-1, trying to get out of here 4-1. Do we see 3 Amiibo getting out of the same pool with 4-1 records for the first time? Let's find out. And when we return from this final intermission round, we will have those updated Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League standings. Oh, my mic is still on.
Okay, so White Cheese will defeat Carbon Show, meaning that both those Amiibo will be 4-1. If Joe can win his match on the bottom right corner, then we will have 3 Amiibo with 4-1 records. Okay, I'm gonna be very much real with you guys. I am not done with the standings yet, and I'll explain why in a second. But first order of business. We are going to see wins from, that's gonna be White Cheese's Link. Gonna be, White Cheese Link. Sorry, the top of your screen you see Sephiroth. That's Luckman Sephiroth, a 2-1 victory over here. On the bottom left corner, we are going to see White Cheese Link, 2-0 victory over Carbon Show's Viola. We'll see who takes the #1 spot there, but on the bottom right, Joe's B Brawler Lockhart got swept by Lee's Hero Alucard in the final round. Let's see what that final differential is for this pool. It's going to be Joe will finish 3-2 with a +3 differential. So with all that said, Joe will still maybe make it into a wildcard slot. We'll have to prey on tiebreakers. It's still going to be 4 wildcard slots with a bunch of 3-2 +3, but White Cheese will win this pool. 4-1 record with a +5 differential. Carbon Show will be number 2, 4-1 record with a +3 differential. Joe will just have to hope and pray on not differential, but on wildcard sled narrows out of that, because their top 2 advancing seeds are combined 8-2. So we'll see what happens. We'll just see what happens. Alright. So, the reason why I'm not... Let's head back to this screen real quick. The main screen. The reason why I'm not done with the standings is because, okay, I have 1 through 6 down on the standings, but the problem is 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 are all 7 and 6 with +1 differentials. I have to do a 5-way head-to-head tiebreaker real quick, so that's why I haven't pinged everyone with the standings yet, because there was a 5-way tie, and that determines the 2 in, the 3 out with 3 rounds remaining. I will say that my team, we're like out of there like barely in like 12th right now, so I still have to update the rest of those standings real quick. we'll kind of fix that, all of that. But the 5 teams that are tied in that position, it's Red plus Blue, Your Worst Nightmare, the Ceiling Fans, Starbreakers, and Dynamic Divorce. 2 of those 5 teams we just listed are in that 5-way head-to-head tiebreaker. We're gonna just see who wins on what real quick. Let's see. I need, okay, the Starbreakers. Yeah, match result versus match score. Oh, that's cool. You can actually select the match score, all of that. That's actually going to be very, very helpful. So let's see. The 5 teams we mentioned, it's red, blue. Okay. Let me write them down on a separate list. Red, blue, Starbreakers, Dynamic Divorce, Your Worst Nightmare, and who was the last team that we mentioned? I think it was the Ditto Burritos, right? No, not the Ditto Burritos. Red, blue, Your Worst Nightmare, Ceiling Fans. That's right. Ditto Burritos won their game, so they're not 76. Let me grab a separate piece of paper for this. It's gonna be a little while until we actually have those games real quick. So in games amongst each other. Alright, so we'll go in alphabetical order here. So we have the Ceiling Fans, we have the Dynamic Divorce, we have, let's see, next on the alphabet it's gonna be Red plus Blue, the Starbreakers, Your Worst Nightmare. So that's gonna be this axis. That axis is going to be we see Ceiling Fans, Dynamic Divorce, Red plus Blue. More complicated tiebreaker stuff. Yippee! Your Worst Nightmare. So let's see. All of those teams are 5 and 6 with a +1 differential. If we take a look at this season specifically, it's going to be We'll start by comparing Red plus Blue. Red plus Blue, they have, okay, Red plus Blue. Oh dear, how am I gonna do this? Okay. Let's see. Red plus Blue, they have a, okay, let me see a result that I do know is familiar with. Okay, Your Worst Nightmare. Where would Your Worst Nightmare be as? Oh, but yeah, let me display every single team actually. Yeah, can you display every team for me? This is gonna be a little while, by the way. This is gonna be a little while, so stay tuned, all that. Alright, none of these teams are in the same divisions, right? Let's see. Independent, East Division, but I don't think they've played each other twice. Right? Yeah, right? Starbreakers and Dynamic Divorce. Actually, they have played each other twice. Okay, that's going to be the first thing we look at real quick. The Starbreakers versus Dynamic Divorce. Yeah, let's take a little look at that series real quick as Starbreakers versus Dynamic Divorce. It's going to be, they are actually tied. They split their series, the Starbreakers and Dynamic Divorce. So anything involving them, let's see. I have to do some math. As, okay. Let me start with the actual, like, games, because there would be, let's see. Your Worst Nightmare is in the south, Ceiling Fans in the west, nobody in the north here. Red plus Blue should be facing off against all these teams. I think they have already. Let's see. No, they have not faced Very Dog's team yet. The Ditto Burritos are next. Starbreakers is that final round. So, okay. This is going to be a little while, so stay tuned for those standings. Okay, so the Ceiling Fans, they lost to Red plus Blue. Yeah, they lost to Red plus Blue. They defeated the Starbreakers. Yeah, you know what? This would be a smarter idea to write it down. Okay, write all the teams in alphabetical order. Then we have R, B, S, B, and then Your Worst Nightmare, not Very Dog's team. Your Worst Nightmare is in this head-to-head, not them. Okay, so if they're on the left, that means they alright, or I'm doing the math. Trust me. Okay. So the Dynamic Divorce and Starbreakers split their series, which means that They are 1-1 against each other. But the Ceiling Fans, let's see. The Ceiling Fans, they lost to Red plus Blue in the... They lost to Red plus Blue in round 2, but they beat the Starbreakers in round 3. So that means Red plus Blue... Okay, Red plus Blue, they have that win over... Yeah, they have that win over here. And Starbreakers, that means that they lost to the Ceiling Fans. Right, no, Ceiling Fans. Wait. Yeah, Starbreakers, okay, they have 2 losses then, so that means Starbreakers lost. Let's see. They did lose to the Dynamic Divorce. The Ceiling Fans 1 and 2 in this thing. As, let's see, the other involved team, it's Your Worst Nightmare. The Ceiling Fans and Your Worst Nightmare do not play against each other, I believe. So, nothing against Your Worst Nightmare. Alright. So, the Ceiling Fans are 1 and 2 in head-to-head. So, we'll put them at 1 and 2. I kind of fear that this is going to involve many more tiebreakers, so just a little heads up. Dynamic Divorce, let's analyze them now, as they have that win over the Starbreakers. They have a win over the Ceiling Fans. So, wait. Yeah, so Ceiling Fans go here. That makes them at 2 and 1. Let's see. They did lose to Your Worst Nightmare, so there's that. And then the other team, Red plus Blue, Dynamic Divorce, they lost about 2 rounds ago. In fact, they lost to both of these teams, Red plus Blue and the Starbreakers. So Dynamic Divorce is 2 and 3 in terms of the head-to-head tiebreaker. Alright, Red plus Blue is next on this alphabetical ranking. If we look at their head-to-head, they beat the Ceiling Fans. Let's see, the Swarm, the Novas, Ottawa, 8-Bit Bots, Team Instinct, Chaos Corp, Detroit, 456. They lost to Your Worst Nightmare, so Your Worst Nightmare does have that win over Red plus Blue. And then they beat Dynamic Divorce. That's going to put them at 2 and 1. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay, so that should have Red plus Blue as 2 and 1 in this head-to-head. Your Worst Nightmare, they are, let's see. They defeated Dynamic Divorce back in round 9, so that's going to put them at 1 and 0. Sorry, 2 and 0 because Red plus Blue as well. We're also going to see... Is that it for this team? They don't face the others? Yeah, Your Worst Nightmare. Let's see, the remaining schedule is the Swarm, the Time Zone Squad, and then Team Instinct again. Okay, so with all that said, that means Your Worst Nightmare is going to be... Here, let me grab a different color pencil for this. Your Worst Nightmare is 2 and 0. The Starbreakers are 2 and 1. Dynamic Divorce is 2 and 3. Red plus Blue is 2 and 1. And that also means that the Ceiling Fans is 1 and 2. So let's see. Okay, so with all that being said and done, Your Worst Nightmare is the number 7 seed in the playoffs. Your Worst Nightmare is the number 7 seed. So Your Worst Nightmare is at the very top amongst these 5 teams that are all tied. So Your Worst Nightmare will be at the very top for this. Let me double check my tiebreaker procedures, actually. Let me double check my tiebreaker procedures. Yeah, that would be a very good thing to double check real quick. Let's see, tiebreaker. Because I know... let's see, tiebreaker procedures. I know I have those listed. Okay. Yeah, regular season, differential, head-to-head, KO leader, division record. So head-to-head. Let me double check how I have it. Yeah, okay, head-to-head amongst like all tied teams, all that, blah, blah. Okay. So it's going to be Your Worst Nightmare. I now need to decide if Red plus Blue or the Starbreakers are in the playoffs. So now we're going to go to their KO leader. Who has a higher KO leader between Red plus Blue or the Starbreakers? It's going to be, let's see. Hangar's Midnight Lore has 14 KOs of the season. But if the Starbreakers have another Amiibo... Actually, you know what? Let's sort this by team. Red plus Blue. Their highest is 14. Starbreakers is 12. So Red plus Blue, you are the number 8 seed in the playoffs. So you are number 8. The Starbreakers are barely going to be out of this.
Alright, and with those other factors tied in the head-to-head, we're going to see, let's see, 2 and 3, that's 40%. So Dynamic Divorce is going to be the 10 seed, Ceiling Fans at 11. So that's that. Alright, we have those 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 seeds settled and all that. Number 12, that's going to be the Time Zone Squad. Woo! We finally got that settled. Okay. Let me do the rest of the seeding real quick. I don't have any intermissions to do, so we're just going to do this manually. Got to do 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So all that is said and done. So let's see. The 6-win teams. Actually, 8-bit bots. They are 7 and 7. We don't have their differential though, as they are going to be +1. Alright, 14th place is going to belong to Edmonton. So let's bring in Edmonton real quick. Yeah, 6 and 7 with a 0 differential. So Edmonton at 6, 7, and 0. The bottom 5. Let's see what the bottom 5 looks like now. Alright, the bottom 5. It's going to be... Thank you for your patience for anyone who is still here, by the way. If you're still here, we appreciate your patience as we're keeping an eye on those playoff standings. So, Your Worst Nightmare, Red plus Blue, they ultimately win those head-to-heads, all that, because Your Worst Nightmare, undefeated in the head-to-head scenario. They still got to face... Actually, I think that's it for them regarding that. Yeah. Red plus Blue and the Starbreakers do face each other in the final round, by the way. That could be a win in-game for one of those teams. Anyways, so let's see. Ottawa, Chaos Corp, Ottawa is going to be number 15 with a 4 and 8, 5 and 8 record, while the Chaos Corp is going to be 16 with 5 and 9. So we'll just put those in real quick. So Ottawa 5 and 8 minus 8. At Ottawa, they were on bye this round. 5 and 9 for the Chaos Corp. At minus 6. Are they at minus 6 now? It's going to be, yeah, minus 6. Alright, then let's see. After that, it's going to be Detroit 456, and I think Team Instinct. So let's see. Detroit, they are 4 and 9. 456, they are also going to be 4 and 9. It's going to be minus 5 versus minus 11. I'm still here, by the way. I'm still here. Alright, I'm going to ping everyone in Discord server now so we can announce those standings live, so we will give people about a minute or two. Standings being announced live in the Discord. Standings are being announced live in the stream. We have a 5-way tiebreaker between the 7 and 11 seeds. 5-way head-to-head tiebreaker at Season 3. Let's ping that. We're gonna give people about 1 to 2 minutes to join into this things right now before we officially announce the standings. In fact, we're just gonna actually get started with those standings. But first, your KO totals. So, the KO totals for round 14. We have a 2-way tie for 8th place at 16 KOs. That's gonna be Tifa of the Dynamic Divorce and Haim of Team Instinct, 16 KOs each. Then, let's see. In 5th place, we have a 3-way tie at 17 KOs. It's going to be Papaya from Ottawa, Scorpion of the 8-Bit Bots, and Chroma of Your Worst Nightmare. Then, 4th place is Nightmare's King Deity Nachos, remains in 4th place despite not having a KO. 3rd place is going to belong to Joe's Pyramithra Silly of Toronto, joining the 20 KO club, has 20 KOs. In 2nd place, Vin Diesel, C Sharps Ganondorf with 22 KOs. For the Swarm. And in 1st place, the record-breaking Amiibo, Nightmare's King Deity Pancakes, who broke the record in this round for most KOs in a single season. 24 and counting, the current favorite in the MVP race. Vin Diesel, he does have the opportunity to pass that previous set record in the next round. He won't be considered as the one breaking it, but he can still break it as well. Joe's Pirate Mithril trying to beat what is now their personal best of 23. We'll see what happens, but those round 14 standings, we have a 5-way head-to-head tiebreaker as, okay, number 19, Team Instinct, 4 and 10, minus 11 differential. Number 18, 456 Squadron, 4 and 9 with a minus 11 differential. Number 17, Detroit, 4 and 9 record with a minus 5 differential. And number 16, the Chaos Corp, 5 and 9 differential, minus 6 differential. Those 4 teams now have losing seasons for the year. Then, Ottawa, they are on bye, so they do not play, but they are going to be at number 15 with a 5 and 8 record, minus 8 differential. In the 6-win club, the only team with 6 wins right now, Edmonton, 6 and 7 record, 0 differential. They are the number 14 seed. At number 13 all the way through 5 has 7 wins each. So number 13 all the way through 5 has 7 wins each. At number 13, 7 and 7 record plus 1 differential, the 8-bit bots. They're going to be on bye in the next round, so we'll see how they go up or maybe down in those playoff standings. That differential could help them. Number 12, 7 and 6 record, minus 1 differential, the Time Zone Squad. Alright. The number 11, 10, 9, 8, and 7 seeds all have 7 and 6 records with a plus 1 differential. Those 5 teams are going to be in alphabetical order: the Ceiling Fans, the Dynamic Divorce, Red Plus Blue, the Starbreakers, and Your Worst Nightmare. So, we had to go to a 5-way head-to-head tiebreaker. With a 1 and 2 record in those head-to-head tiebreakers, the Ceiling Fans are going to be number 11, followed by the Dynamic Divorce, who are 2 and 3 in head-to-head. So the Dynamic Divorce has fallen out of a playoff slot. They are the number 10 seed. At number 9, they are currently 2 and 1. Actually, number 9 and number 8 are both tied 2 and 1 in terms of the 5-way head-to-head. So we had to go to the KO leader. The Starbreakers and Red Plus Blue were both tied. So we went to KO leader, and Red Plus Blue has 2 more KOs under KO leader compared to the Starbreakers. So Red Plus Blue is your number 8 seed. Starbreakers, they are your number 9 seed. Finally, of those 7 and 6 plus 1 teams, Your Worst Nightmare is the number 7 team in this playoffs. Then, 7 and 6 plus 2 differential, Toronto is your number 6 seed. 7 and 6 with a plus 3 differential, Fairy Dodge's team rising up to the number 5 seed. In the 8-win column, No Custody, 8 and 5 plus 5 differential, that's going to be them. 8 and 5 with a plus 7 differential, that's going to be the Ditto Burritos as your number 3 seed. Number 2, 9 and 4 record plus 7 differential, that's going to be the Swarm. And finally, 9 and 4 record plus 12 differential, the Novas are going to be your number 1 seed exiting out of this round. Alright, so with all this being said, Team Instinct can be eliminated in the next round if they lose another game. Team Instinct will face off against Fairy Dodge's team on tonight's livestream. Round 15 is going to be tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. for those of you in the Central Time Zone. Mountain, that's 7. Alright, that's going to be it for tonight's livestream. We will ping everyone in the Discord as well. The trade deadline passed before this round happened, but your roster orders are still due at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be it for tonight. We will see you later this evening.